Kilo fait on monte chocolate. Fine, no baguette. Watch your love for like it. Why not more mote? Your body, chocolate. Bush it ready, yeah, imade. Double sile, kilo fait. Why now?
Hey y'all, hey.
Hey guys.
Yo, today has been a day, is what I'm going to say. Today has been a motherfucking day. All right. Hey Jazz, hey Sid, unicorns in the building.
Yay.
First of all, let me tell y'all how I was late getting home because a woman that was quite clearly manic pushed another resident into our office because our office door is locked. We got to buzz you in. She pushed her into our office, came in, she's half dressed, starts taking her clothes off, threatens all of us. Yes.
With what?
Threatens everybody in there. Calling us all types of bitches. Imaginary shooting us.
Not the finger gun.
It was a whole thing. It was right at the time we were supposed to be leaving for work. Okay. One of my coworkers, her boyfriend outside in the car. She trying to get out the office and get into the car, but this woman is laying on her boyfriend's car.
This sounds eventful as fuck.
Like the whole time titties out, mind you. The whole time the titties is out.
She threatened y'all with the titties. I'll shoot this motherfucker up.
It sounds like my kind of party.
Oh my God. It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. So we got two different interests in the exit. So we try to get her to go through the other door, and then we try to be the decoy to distract her. But it didn't matter because she wouldn't get off the car. He tried to drive away. She followed him.
I can't.
She out there trying to 52 fake her and shit. To the point that the lady actually started laughing at us.
Did she spin mover?
The cops didn't want to come. Like,
Of
we could have all been dead.
Of course
We
not.
could have all been dead. We could have been dead.
Don't nobody want to respond to a naked person.
Why not?
That ain't never fun. Naked people throw doo-doo at you.
My pay grade.
Well, speaking of which, she had shit all on the back of her.
Exactly.
All she
What
had
did-
on was
Didn't even need to hear the story. Because I hear naked person, I think doo-doo. I don't know what it is about the mentally. They just like naked and doo-doo. It's a scientific fact.
She had like some boxer briefs on, and then she had the shirt that was something like mine's, except for it was completely open and just.
See, unstable people shit up their back. I don't know why. That's like they can defy it's their mutant power. They can shit up, and it gets on you. And if you want to engage that kind of negativity, I don't need doo-doo in my life.
Well, first of all, let me say I feel bad for the police. They had to put her into the
And,
bed.
and now you know why they don't want to respond to it.
It's a rubber glove situation.
So I don't want to say where I work at, but they supposed to respond for us, is what I'm saying.
Not for doo-doo.
They supposed to come.
I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the motherfucking president of the United States. Hey, Kurt, we got this ball out here with doo-doo on it. Tell Biden, get off his ass.
We didn't tell him that it was. We didn't tell him about the shit.
Did you say naked?
Wow.
Y'all ain't shit for that.
Yeah.
Literally, y'all ain't shit for that.
No pun intended.
Come get this bitch off of the fucking car so that we can go to front home. Okay.
Wait, did she leave doo-doo stains on the car? On the hood?
I hope she did.
Nobody goes to the academy and be like, I can't wait to get boo-boo ridden people out of Gina's job. Like, I didn't sign up to be a cop to help Gina get boo-boo out of her vicinity. You don't want boo-boo in your space. I don't want boo-boo in mine. I feel like we have similar goals.
So then we had to go to her unit because she got 2 kids. We know that on like
this
she
is
just
better. Did they have boo boo on them?
Hopefully not. Like she had 2 little kids. So now we like, where the fuck is the babies at? Where the babies at? I hope the baby's not. We open up the door. The stench hit us, and I'm like, please don't let it be something that's going to traumatize.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And they just.
Thank God we couldn't find the kids. Hopefully they're somewhere safe.
Yeah, she probably Rafiki them with the shit on the.
I'm tired. I say all that to say that I'm very tired. Is what I'm saying. I'm tired. Okay.
Well, you know what? I had to deal with a lot of shit today too. a lot of crazy people flinging shit. And so I understand. I understand.
Oh man.
Hey, Genocide. How you want to tell Biden to come clean up shit when he's an adult? Well, shit.
Who better to handle boo boo?
Oh,
It depends.
It's only been a few warm days and everybody drunk and crazy off of some sunlight. Sid, literally,
it all depends.
When it comes to my job, as soon as it gets fucking hot outside, everybody starts fighting.
Tonight, for your show only, I'm drinking tequila. That's the kind of day I had.
So somebody's going to get pregnant this evening.
Wow.
You drinking tequila? You drinking tequila?
Well, surprise! I'm here by my motherfucking self. I don't.
All right. Enough about my day. How are you? How's Asia? How was Devil? How are y'all?
Been a good day for I'm trying to recollect myself after the boo boo incident. So, but no, it's been a good day. I had off today. It was chilling, relaxing, maxing, playing some Stellar Blade. So, and then also did some geeky stuff. I went down, pulled a couple cards from my Magic collection. So, there you go.
You're very geeky, yes.
Very.
Yeah. Dr. Boomar is in the comments. Hello, Dr. Boomar. So, hey, y'all, hey. Welcome to Unicorn Straight No Chaser, where you come for the shenanigans, but you stay for the debauchery. And we definitely have some debauchery for you later on. We are going to be discussing people who have a sexual fetish for pubic hair and body hair in general. Okay.
That type of show. It's that type of show.
Not just pubic hair though. It's for all different types of hair, and we're going to get into it. Okay. Listen, Asia. Over here, we talk about sex in ways that you will not find anywhere else, and somebody out there like it.
I know somebody who like it.
My eyebrows.
There's people who have eyebrow fetishes. Don't do that.
Come on now.
I'm dead ass serious.
Lick your eyeballs.
So Jan says she like hair on her men. Okay.
Are they bears?
That's a fetish.
I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about another. I don't want to talk about Yogi Bear, Baloo, Teddy Ruxpin. I don't want to talk about Teddy. I can't eat Teddy Grahams no more. I don't want no fucking gummy bears. Anybody bring a Berenstein Bear around me? Care Bears, fuck them too.
Don't fuck the Care Bear.
Fuck the Care Bear. Fuck the Care. I say that with fuck the Care Bears and they goddamn stare. I don't want to hear shit else about a bear.
You brought it up.
I did.
And technically, you could be a bear if you.
That's why I brought it up. A
little hairier, you would be a bear in some gay circles. Yes. Mm-hmm.
I mean, some women like the taco meat. They like.
Listen, I was watching X-Men '97. I saw a beast and cut that shit right off.
Dan said, "No, you wanted to do part 2, Kurt."
Oh man,
Boomar, you sit in the comments and shut the fuck up. You have run out of comments to make for at least 72 hours. You are on a 72-hour stay of no comments.
Are you suspended, Bass? I wanted to know if you got suspended.
He's not suspended, but he is definitely under administrative review.
He's being investigated.
The investigation over. He did that shit.
pending administrative
Oh
review.
shit. Anyway, before we get started with our main topic for mental health, that is, I want everyone to say hello to the people. We got some special guests on the panel, okay? That black girl, okay? Because Asia over here, I always let the ladies introduce themselves first. And since I'm no fucking lady, you go ahead and tell the people who you are.
Hello, I am Asia. I am from the UNAB network. I'm also Kurt's nemesis on Friday nights on Trivia.
Get in fucking line. Get in line.
I am also Kurt's nemesis because we have Kurt Kishi.
Oh, Jesus
Kurt Kishi?
Yes!
Kishi coming. We have some shirts coming. We have some shirts coming, limited time only. So get them when they up, because once they gone, they gone. But you can catch me tomorrow. Trivia. Join us for trivia, because why not?
Mm-hmm.
better.
You know, some villains are born and some villains are made. I'll leave it at that.
Oh shit! Yes.
Chaos.
Y'all make sure that y'all go to www.headnerdsinCharge.com and look for your Kurt Kishi limited edition T-shirt. Okay.
Don't do that.
And let me tell you that our T-shirts are made with very, very good quality cotton. Okay, so
That is true.
make sure you get one. All right. And of course, we have the devil. He should be down below, but they got him up there next to me. It's okay.
Oh. It's me, your boy Digital Devil, aka King Blackstar, aka your not so friendly neighborhood tech guy. Still administering the digital hands and feet on anybody who crosses my path. And here we go. Listen, we can do Smash Brothers is always on the table. Anybody can get it in any fighting game, period. And I can guarantee you, almost certainly, I will come out on top. So,
look, Carolyn is excited. Yes, Carolyn. Shenanigans. That's what I said. BK Huey be shooting. I didn't know it was Black History Month. I didn't know.
Oh, it is Mutant History Month today, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Oh Lord Jesus. And speaking of Mr. Huey P. Shooting, the infamous King Kurt Live, please introduce yourself to the people.
As always, I figured with the absence of my brethren, Dr. Boomar, that I would come and represent the toxic black male masculinity side of the Unicorn Straight No Chaser podcast. Y'all already know the embodiment of Malcolm Flex, James Baldwig, and Martin Luther Bling. You can just call me Huey P. Shooting.
She gonna die on this chicken Brent Hill. She's gonna die on that hill.
Call him Kurt Kishi.
Kurt Kishi. Yes, I don't have.
I'm gonna call all y'all motherfuckers canceled. Just know, I said I wasn't gonna step on no toes, but I'm right back at you now. Come on, talk your shit, Jess. Let's go. Come on. I know you back there mad to the motherfucker. I got the button too. Come on.
Y'all go. Stop fighting over the streamer. She is God over here. All right. Remember that.
Listen.
She's God over here.
Let's side check. God ain't a black.
And before I introduce myself, let me remind y'all that over here we give thanks and praise not to our Lord and Savior, but just the best, because she too is always right on time. Okay.
Just the best.
All right. Respect.
Okay. And as always, I am your queen of extra, your sultan of shenanigans, your diva of debauchery, the official HBIC of Unicorn Straight No Chaser. And over here, I'm the head bitch in charge. Okay. Just a gentle reminder for those that need to be reminded. Now, let's start with our topic for the evening before we get to the debauchery. Fuck it or forgiveness. Okay.
Mm.
So when somebody hurts you, it can feel justifiable or even. And you know what? This is a perfect topic for today. Pass the plate around in the comments, okay? Tithes and offerings, tithes and offerings, okay? When somebody hurts you, it can feel justifiable or even satisfying to nurse a grudge.
Oh, look like God is missing. I'm in control.
God went to the bathroom. He'll be back.
Evil genius.
I don't know about that. But psychologists have found that forgiveness, when done right, can lead to better mental, emotional, and even physical health for the forgiver. Is you really over here?
He's just over there fucking with the. He's fucking with the graphics.
She going. That's right. God, go ahead on, talk your shit.
Yeah. So a lot of faith traditions put a strong emphasis on forgiveness, right? It's the central component of their teachings, healing, reconciliation, spiritual growth. But then, how do you know when you're ready to forgive? The difference between forgiveness and
She came back.
reconciliation, whether any harms are truly unforgivable, and how do you forgive for someone who is not sorry for what they have done, right? So I want to go around and ask. Everybody had to learn about forgiveness at some point in time. Some of us grew up in a religious background. Some of us didn't. Darius, what has been your experience as far as what you were taught about when you're supposed to forgive someone? Briefly.
Briefly. All right. So my experience is what I was taught was to forgive because I grew up Christian. Um, I feel like forgiveness is a very touchy subject, and it's also on top of everything. You need to be more. Everybody says forgiveness is for you. Forgiveness is not for you. Forgiveness is so that you can move forward and do more with what's going on in that situation. So you're not always going to feel the way that you want to feel after the forgiveness happens. So I'm just on that part.
You think you're a forgiving person?
I'm too forgiving most times, so I need to be. I had to learn in my adult life to be less forgiving and less, more so accepting of how people are and accepting whether I want them, how they are to affect me, or whether I need them out of my life.
Okay. Asia, same thing. Your
I
what you
don't.
were taught about forgiving? Are you a
Mm-mm.
forgiving person?
Mm-mm.
I am not.
I
I
can't hear you.
purposely
Oh,
got revenge on my sister because I'm not. Oh, hold on.
you got revenge on your sister?
Ew, what's like trash?
Yeah, I see your lips moving.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We starting to see the demons take over.
Well, she was just perfectly fine during sound check,
Mm-hmm.
and then it went out. Well, while she's working on it, go on King Her Live.
Uh, I have a checkered existence with forgiveness. History as a minister. So, theologically speaking, I too have a foundation in what we used to sermon as cheerful forgiveness, being not only a forgiver but cheerfully forgiving, so as to keep the sanctity of the congregation. I don't do that shit no more. So that ain't who I am now.
Mm-hmm.
I am petty. I adjust accordingly to action, and everybody can get it. From my direct bloodline down to a motherfucker I know in passing. So, do I try to forgive? Often. Do I forgive a lot of people for a lot of egregious shit? All the time. Do I forget? I don't never forget. And I adjust accordingly.
Asia, are you with us now?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Yes.
um, I was told to forgive, but the petty in me does. It just I can't. That's the reason I got revenge on my sister the way I did. So
I need to know about this.
Yeah,
I'm
I was
sorry.
just,
Yeah.
I'm the same.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This ain't my shit, but
No, I want to hear about it as well because you did. That was one of the first things you said when I was like, "Oh, we're talking about forgiveness," and she was like, "Good, I could tell y'all why." Okay, Jess, I wasn't scared though. Go ahead.
Okay, so once upon a married, we're gonna shoot past that. He cheated. I blamed my sister because she knew her friend was sleeping around with my husband. Okay, cool. So I made my
damn, it just got real.
Jesus.
It was our birthday. We went to Six Flags, and let's just say I made my sister shit throw up herself on a roller coaster.
Oh.
Okay, so to clarify.
Oh yeah,
You
y'all
were
twins.
I learned something new about
Hold the
twins
fuck
today.
up. What? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait,
You got a husband and a twin?
Excuse me. Let me speak. I was clarifying it. So you were married. Okay. Your sister's friend was fucking your husband.
Mm-hmm.
How long?
Like 6 months or so.
6? And your sister didn't say nothing to you? This your twin sister?
Not one thing.
You got a twin?
I have a twin sister.
It's the twin sister. Oh yeah, we talked about that. She was in the comments over here before, and that's how we found out. Yeah.
I have no clue who you are.
she is a assassin. I'm convinced of it. She's an assassin.
Now,
so how did you get her to shit herself on a roller coaster?
Was it Epicat?
We in it now.
So I put X-Lax. X-Lax.
Was it at least a chocolate kind?
I may have said. So I said it's our birthday. My sister loves chocolate milkshakes. Do you mind adding in these little extra like chocolate bits just so she has chunks that she?
Lord Jesus, keep me near the cross.
Okay, so that wasn't what did it. That did it, but also
No bomba clad rascalex.
I didn't even eat. I didn't eat. I made sure I didn't eat because I knew what I was gonna do.
Look, she was watching it the whole time like this. Drink up, bitch.
But no, but just imagine when you're about to get on a roller coaster. My sister turned around. She said, "Y'all, I'm not feeling well." I go, maybe you're nervous. We're about to go up, drop, do some loop stalk. She said, "Yeah, maybe."
Yes, I'm about to drop. All right, your asshole.
Cerebral assassin.
It was a lot. Like I put a lot of chocolate X-Lax in her milkshake, like a lot.
So did you tell her like, bitch, it was me?
Oh, I didn't tell her till last year.
So she thinks she just shit herself on or just off a rip. Good God.
What'd I say? Shit up your back. Shit right up your back.
Wow.
Shit up your
Let
back.
that be a lesson for y'all motherfuckers out there. Do not mess with Asia, okay? No, because that lady doesn't look anything like Asia. The Cat Bop said, I learned about forgiveness and acceptance are often meshed together. I can forgive a person, but not be accepting on their actions. Thus, me not having them in my life or bless them with my presence. Giselle said Jesus was forgiving. He also was smacking bitches and flipping tables. I don't think that they did it in church. I don't remember that.
No,
he flipped the tables when they were selling
money changers. The money changers in the temple, they weren't allowed to be in the temple.
They don't
said,
say
not
he
in my
was
father's
bitches.
No, he grabbed the cord of the curtain and he didn't smack him, he whipped them. Literally whipped them. The Django these niggas.
I meant the language is what I meant. I meant the
smacking bitches is accurate.
The pastor didn't say that he
should have
smacking bitches.
He should have. The Bible need to become alive.
Listen, Reva already know the story. Reva know the story. She in there talking about the milkshake. So you come in here telling everybody about this shit. Wow.
So Brittany, Reva, and Jamal know. Oh, and Mikey. But...
Well, now the rest of the fucking network know. Shit.
That shit's.
Congratulations.
Listen.
You've been inserted into my very diabolical life.
There's a lot of doo-doo in the beginning of this episode. I just wanted
to... We are not talking about scat play, so I'm just saying, all right?
I'm just saying.
This is
a shitty beginning.
I'm trying to, you know what? Throughout the... hey, Rockstar. Cardi is getting money for tacos. He out there getting the taco money. So y'all make sure y'all come to the party because he working hard. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Um. all right. So the definition of forgiveness, according to psychologists, is a deliberate decision to release feelings of anger, resentment, or vengeance towards someone who has hurt you. Okay. So unforgiveness is marked by bitterness, hostility, anger, and fear, allegedly. Okay.
Allegedly.
Because I don't feel no kind of fear or bitterness or none of that shit when I don't forgive somebody. But finding a way to forgive somebody without giving up your principles is really, really hard. So while
Mm-hmm.
we're familiar with the word, forgiveness is actually inadequate to describe a complex concept. Um, Forgiveness actually implies three different things. So there's three types of forgiveness: exoneration, forbearance, and release. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Exoneration, this is when what we generally have in mind when we think of forgiveness. It means that you're wiping the slate clean. You are giving a person a complete pass on everything. I'm going to forget, I'm going to forgive, we're going to move on. But that's what a lot of people have an issue with: the forgiving, forgetting, and moving on, and saying that, we are not going to revisit this anymore. There's three
Mm-hmm.
types of situation in which exoneration is appropriate, where it's okay for you to do that type of stuff, right? A hurtful situation that was a complete accident. So when you know something was honestly an accident, unlike your sister knowing that that lady was
Mm-hmm.
fucking your husband, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You know it's an honest accident, you could wipe the slate clean. Number two would be a person who committed the offense as a child or someone who wasn't capable of understanding the implications of their actions. So,
Mm-hmm.
for an example of this, would be like your toddler drawing on the walls. So,
Okay.
the child didn't mean any harm; they did something wrong, but it wasn't done maliciously. And then the third would be the person who hurt you is truly sorry and takes full responsibility for his or her actions. So they take full accountability. They not bullshitting you. I'm sorry if I hurt you, but I did this to you because of that. Somebody that does not make excuses, it makes it a lot easier to forgive them. Not for me. Not for me, but in general, that's what it's supposed to be.
Um,
Carolyn said, "Get the Bible, but the Gen Z version, not the King James
the
version."
King's version, he was hitting switches on the bitch.
Hey, Sal. Hey. So the second type of forgiveness would be forbearance, and forbearance is when a person makes a partial apology. So that's the person that said, "If I did anything to upset you, I'm sorry." That type of shit. You get what I'm
Mm,
saying?
yeah.
Um, it doesn't necessarily mean that you might not feel a hostility towards them, but you can choose to not dwell on the offense. Um, Unlike exoneration, the slate is not wiped completely clean though. Is one of they definitely forgive but not forget. That's where that will fall at. And the next one would be release. And release is the lowest level of forgiveness. And that applies to situations in which the person who hurt you has never acknowledged any wrongdoing, and he or she never apologized, offered an incomplete or insincere apology, and you really have to accept that you're not going to get closure on their end. Yes, Bass, what you were saying, a BS apology would apply to the second one.
Mm-hmm.
So an example of release would be like people who are survivors of child abuse, business people cheated by their partners, or betrayal by friends and relatives.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a solution that you just release it. And like sometimes you got to be okay with knowing that you're not going to get that closure.
And also, sometimes you gotta be okay with knowing that you're the villain of somebody else's story. That last one, that's what that last version of forgiveness is. What I feel like is the whole everybody hates me. I just don't care. I'm just move on with my life.
I don't know if it's always that simple though.
Yeah, it can be more complicated than that, but that's what it keyed off in my brain.
So I am definitely a is to the dirt type of person. Like depending on what you do to me,
Mm-hmm.
we gonna have a beef forever, forever. Because some stuff is unforgivable. Um, Asia, are you still speaking to your sister? If you don't mind me asking.
Oh no, I have a restraining order against her now.
All right, against okay. So there's more to the story.
Wait. Is this in relation to the diarrhea milkshake?
No, because then it would be her having a restraining order on Asia. Asia has a restraining order on
But
her.
it could have still been related to it. It could have been
Okay.
indirectly related to the incident.
It was so yes, it was related. It was related to that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right.
What happened?
She got
She got what?
She came and tried to kick in my door. She tried to kick in my door, and then we got to fighting, and then luckily my uncles are cops, so they were the ones who came and
How do they know which one
asked
to
if I wanted
arrest? How did they know which one to arrest?
Her uncles
Are you
know-
really Asian?
because I'm the violent sister, so everyone knows that
I've seen this
if
doppelganger thing play out in comic books. You're the evil Asia. Now it
Ava.
makes sense.
I'm something.
This makes more sense. You replaced Asia.
And it's really Ava.
It's Ava.
It's really Ava.
Oh, this motherfucker's India. That's what it is.
Not
Oh,
Not
smart.
Indian.
Well played.
No, right? No,
well
we're
played.
both a little over 6 feet. So
Well, you be
That was a
identical
battle of
twins.
Titans.
Is this Brittany in the chat? If it is, hey Britt,
I
keep
wouldn't
in
get
mind
between
both
two
are
6
over
foot
6
women. I can tell you
foot
that right now.
tall. Jesus Christ. So did she ever apologize or take any type of accountability for what she did?
no,
And not
because she
telling
got mad. No, because she got mad because I took her friend to court and made her pay me money.
You know what? I need to do a 6-part series on Asia's life. Okay. So what was she paying you money for fucking your husband, or she was paying you money
Yeah,
for
so you know, there's like there's states
alienation of
where
affection?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Wow.
she had to run me. She had to run me some money. My ex couldn't pay it. She had to pay me.
Wow. You know
Oh,
what?
you definitely ain't forgiving a nigga.
I
Dang.
love you. I
Absolutely
really
not.
love you.
we need to put this on an episode of Destinos or something. Like, good God.
I love it. What's the pettiest thing you have ever done, Curtis? Good. Well, you love it here. Thank you, the cat. Come on back, honey. It's a lot.
At a very unhealthy young age, in a space and place that I am no longer in, I may or may not have slept with one of my haters' fiancés a week before their wedding, and then showed up to their wedding and sat in the front row to watch them get married and stare her in the face, so she knew that shit was whack.
Are they still married?
Nah.
Damn.
Did they get married?
Yes.
Wow. She got brass ones.
Did he ever find out?
Oh yeah, when I told her I was going to tell everybody.
Lord.
And forced her in a situation to have to tell them.
Oh my. Oh me, oh my.
Jeez.
Yeah. Darius, what's the pettiest thing you've ever done to get your lick back?
So when I was a kid, one of my mom's friends' kids was like the biggest asshole ever. Like annoyed the shit out of me, got on my nerves all the time. And she I had this thing of when I was younger, girls like to pick on me, not guys. Me and the guys got along. The girls just fucking didn't like me. So she would pick on me, do crazy stuff with it, try to embarrass me. So I got my get back one day we were all over hanging out because I'm friends with all her brothers and sisters. She just doesn't like me. So I replaced her sandwich cat food. I mean, her sandwiches tuna fish with cat food.
Oof.
That is not
Never
the
know.
pettiest thing you ever done.
I don't
It's
think
not?
I don't know why you just sit here and lied.
That's
How does
not that petty.
I don't know why you just sit here and lied.
How? That's the pettiest thing I've ever done.
So then,
That
what's
is
the pettiest
not
thing?
the pettiest thing that you ever
So
done.
what's the pettiest thing he's ever done?
What's the pettiest thing I've ever
Yeah.
done?
So what's the pettiest thing
You
he's
do
ever
the
done?
brandy. Yeah, come on. Don't be kicking that shit to somebody that don't know you. What you do to Brandy?
So I also hacked into my ex-wife's phone and have all the messages of everything that ever happened between her and all of her compatriots that she cheated on me with.
Please.
I put spyware in her phone.
But that's not petty. That's just smart.
I don't think that's that petty, but
Yeah, I wouldn't consider that petty. Oh, that's not the whole
What did you
story,
do
or
with
he just not telling
information?
the whole thing.
no. I then used that to manipulate the situation in my favor at all times until we were.
That's called
broke up.
retribution. I'm still not seeing petty in this. To me, I think that makes him intelligent.
That's self-injurious behavior. Okay.
No,
That's what
that's
Dad said.
that's not self-injurious. That's smart.
It also like I guess I can see how it could be self-injurious because me seeing all that stuff, but no, that for me that was just proof. I just had proof. Like if it happens any other way, you don't have proof. You don't know what's going on.
Right.
So
I think it's
regret
more
having proof.
injurious to not know.
Yeah.
That is your.
And I'm sorry that happened to you, cuz I would have did the same motherfucking shit if I.
No, you wouldn't have.
No, if I was married.
You
No,
you
fuck
were
that.
married. I don't think you would have.
No. Marriage is a different fucking game. Period. Marriage is vows and nuptials and the commitment for we gonna do this to the grave. That's why I ain't never getting married because I don't need that kind of commitment in my life.
But like, all right. So in my opinion, that with the whole thing with Brandy, I can see how that can be seen as being petty and getting revenge. But excuse me, that's not that bad to me. The cat food thing, I made somebody eat fucking cat food. That's worse to me.
Yeah,
that's way worse to me.
I don't think that's that bad though.
It's cat food. It's not.
I don't think that's bad. Cat food is like tuna and shit.
No, it's not.
Either way, I still say you lying. I'm still calling them cat. Huh?
No, that's the.
Asia, what you say?
I made somebody eat their goldfish by accident.
I mean, we were broken up. We were broken up that I had to eat kibble once. So I mean,
like Asia and Curtis are their petty is up here.
what I did wasn't that petty. That's not that bad.
That was very bad. What are you talking about?
That's not my fault. She was down to fuck. That's not how's that petty on my. Well, I mean,
that is. I can't guard you on this one. That is petty. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. Hold on. It be petty. Okay. I didn't say it's not a little bit petty, but it's not like crazy petty because she got to. I mean, she was down to fuck. I am an equal opportunist.
Oh man!
I seized the day.
I'm petty, but I haven't done anything like that. You know.
So what's your petty? All right, man. What's your petty?
Yeah,
what's your petty?
Come on.
Huh?
I haven't done anything like
Nigga,
that.
jump off the couch. Bunch of nigga didn't do nothing.
Is that petty though? Is it petty that I jumped off the couch and punched him in his face? That's not
What
petty.
did he do? Wait, what did he do?
Oh no, Gina, I got you. All right, you call me out. You made that man release a whole apology video on YouTube. That's hasn't been a video.
It's still up. It's still up. So me and
he
my
act like this.
I need to drop me the link. Something I need to.
So wait, I'm gonna find it for y'all. One of them. So me and my ex, right?
What?
We used to be. Huh?
What?
It was a series. It was a series.
Listen, I was podcasting before it was a thing. So I used to be in a group much like, our talent chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's called Galaxy. So this nigga was coming at me because he only saw me smacking this nigga, but didn't understand. Cut it out. He didn't understand why I was always smacking this nigga. I'm like, listen, I'm not smacking a nigga for no reason. I got good reasons to be smacking this nigga. Y'all just see when I smack him. You don't see what he doing.
Shit, Philly women say.
Right?
Yeah.
So
I swear to God.
Shit, Philly. That should be on
up on 52nd Street.
So my thing is, I made a whole video where I was telling everybody, I was airing them the fuck out, and then I was like, and before you say anything, the nigga sitting right here, and I panned the
And he
camera
was in the
around.
back with
I
his
panned
hands
the
in his
camera
lap.
around to show that the nigga was sitting right there. Like I
I
ain't
need a
talking
link.
behind his back. The
I
nigga
need a
sitting
link.
right there. To all his friends. It was all his
I
friends.
need a link. Jess, can we get that link?
We gotta go find it in the.
I'll go find the motherfucker right now. Hold on.
I wasn't justifying domestic abuse. If somebody choked me, I'ma smack the shit out of them.
What's the YouTube? What's the title of it?
Who the fuck knows? You're not gonna be able to find it. It's not public. It's in a group.
Mm-hmm.
You
that's-
can't get in a group. You gotta be in a galaxy.
Well, Gina, go ahead and draw me that series.
So that's not me justifying domestic abuse, Bez. If you touch me, I'ma touch you. I think that's fair. I think that's only fair. Don't you?
Fair is fair.
But I'm mad you called me out and then gonna be like, I have never really done nothing petty, and
because I don't be remembering.
Oh. Selective memory.
Listen.
Surprise.
I legitly do not remember. I've spit in people's drinks.
Wow.
I fuck people just to get my lick back. Like, okay, well, I'm gonna get my lick back, so I'm gonna fuck
then
this
what
person.
you ask me for?
Because I can.
I'm choosing the bear. If I meet you in the bear in the woods, I'm choosing the goddamn bear.
Because I can. I've orchestrated myself being in places just to be smart, be an asshole. Like I've done a lot. I'm petty. I've done a lot of things. I've never made nobody shit they self.
Or he made them eat cat food.
Oh, I remember my ex-fiance. He kept coming in the house all times of night, right? And I was like, the next time you come in this house, anytime, all times of night, I promise you, I'm not going to be here. And so when the next time he tried to do that, I made sure I went out with my friend, who was a guy, and I made sure that I accidentally called him so he could hear us talking and laughing.
I thought that was gonna go left real quick. You said talking. I'm like, all right.
No. Like that really was my friend. We wasn't fucking.
I know.
But the sound of macaroni mixing. Yeah, damn it.
No, it wasn't.
It's been too much Tubi Tuesdays that something else could have went down. Something else could have went down real quick.
Hey, great way to do a promo spot impromptu. Tubi Tuesday.
And then when I got home, this nigga was like sitting on the kitchen floor crying and drinking. You taking on me?
I've seen you do petty as shit.
I'm just saying. So I was like, I told you.
You are part of our Cuddle Party Chronicles.
That's not. Oh, it was kind of.
It was absolutely it was petty driven. Don't do that. Yeah. Oh, you don't want to talk about that. You don't want to talk about that.
Moving on.
Oh yeah. That's why I want to come on the show.
Come back to it.
Oh,
we come back to it.
Come back to it. That's a well worded thing.
Hey.
Sal said one time I put somebody's toothbrush between my cheeks.
Betwixt the cheeks. I feel like that's a pretty that's a pretty tame. Like everybody's done pranks like that on their feet.
I ain't never
put somebody's toothbrush. To put shit on my toothbrush?
Nah.
Well,
Sal, did you do that? Did you do that to be petty, or were you enjoying it?
me and my cousins used to do the pink eye prank on each other, where we were farting each other's pillow, and then. Yeah, we used to do that.
I'm so happy I was the only child.
We was wild. I grew up in the jungle. Like we was fucking you know those the little rascals, the little badass little kids that be running around the hood. We was them. Like that's what we were up until like age 8 when we got some sense in our heads. But we was riding bikes, fucking up shit, stealing shit, getting into fights. That's all we did.
Up until 8.
Like 8 when we got some sense and we stopped being. Well, basically in 8 when we all had to go to different schools at that point, so we couldn't. Yeah.
Surprise.
So back on track about us and off. Me being petty. You do not have to forgive someone to be able to move on. A lot of people say the forgiveness is for you, it's not for them. I would like to say that that's bullshit.
Hmm.
I definitely want to say that that's bullshit.
Absolutely.
If people
I'll go
think
with
that
that.
you cannot move on and heal and have a happy life without forgiving somebody that did some shit to you, that is some bullshit, okay? Um, I hate that PTSD in some instances has been conflated with being bitter and having resentment. Because some situations you're not going to forgive because of what how serious it was and the effect that it had on you in your life. So that doesn't mean I'm bitter. That doesn't mean I'm resentful. That doesn't mean I cannot heal and have my best life because I choose not to forgive a motherfucker. And there's also such a thing as forgiveness, shaming, and blaming. So that's when someone is telling you that you have to forgive someone. You need to forgive someone.
The church.
That is the only way that you are going to be able to get past something.
I don't believe in that at all.
Would you say?
I I don't believe in that at all. I think forgiveness is not something that anyone is entitled to. It is absolutely earned, and you can make all restitution or attempts at restitution with an individual, and they still don't have to give you their forgiveness. And that's where I think that's what Digital Devil was talking about before. Like, you just got to sit with that and be okay and say, okay, I did the best I could. I felt like I done it to my, satisfaction, and I'm gonna move on with my life. And sometimes you don't get to have forgiveness because depending on what you did or how they felt.
100%. Nobody
Well,
owes you it.
well, my forgiveness model is kind of like it's like a poison. So like most poisons, some of them like poison sumac, poison ivy, you'll get a rash, it'll hurt for a bit, and then it'll go away. There's other more venomous stuff that you need to take an anti-venom for. Some of them you need to take them within a couple hours. Some of them it's you get bit, you get bit, or you come into contact, you immediately die. It all depends on the situation. So how the situation that happens is how you treat the is how you treat it. So the way that you treat it depends on what happens and everything like that. So if it's something small, something like say somebody ate your two croissants that you had left in the fridge, that you'll get over that eventually. Somebody creates a situation where you wind up having to pay out a hefty sum of money, but they did it unintentionally. You're gonna have to talk with that person about what happened and resolve that,
I don't know.
and
No,
then
I
you may
don't.
be able to forgive them.
I'm
But
like, I don't know how much
No, I
money.
don't.
it's like
You
say
already
like
said.
so say
You
like
already said you're too forgiving. So I don't know if I don't know if I could roll with you because you're much nicer than I am. I'm going to
to a
say that.
point.
Apparently.
Yeah, I'm nice to a point. I'm nice to a point. Like there's things that are unforgivable. I'm also a person that doesn't believe in unconditional love. There's no such thing as unconditional love. There's something that you can do. There's something that everybody can do to make you not love them again. Like there's always limits on everything. So that's why everything has a different treatment for just the severity of the situation and how the situation makes you feel. So it's kind of like I was saying, like a poisonous model.
Carolyn said, I have the ability to forgive, but I'm a grudge holder. I'll act like I never knew you. That burns people up and they'll try to cause a scene with me. I like to believe that people are ghosts as well. Genocide said I can get past anything if I drive. You know what, Genocide? Shut up.
Listen,
Sal said, I feel like you would put menstrual blood in their food or something like that. I don't know why. You saying that because
That's
I'm
that
Haitian?
Caribbean shit. Yeah,
You
that's
saying
that
that because
Caribbean
I'm
shit.
Haitian? And like putting period blood in the food is not because you want revenge. That's actually like
A
spell
love
work.
spell.
that's a
And
bar.
I don't, yeah, and I don't believe in doing love spells because nigga, either you gonna love me freely or get the fuck out my face. I don't
That's
do love spells, and I've had people come to me asking for love spells, and I don't give people love spells
But you put
because
niggas in freezers.
I will, because I'm gonna get you the fuck up off of me.
and also
If
the other
you
problem
if
with
you
love.
in my space, you're bothering me.
Mhm.
I won't try to hurt you, but I will keep you from harming me. That's what a freezer spell is, okay? And anybody can end up in that bitch. Um,
Can I go?
Ree said, "I feel like you can't really love someone, but no longer be in love with them or love them as strongly as before." Yes, anyone can end up in the freezer.
Yeah.
Anybody. It's a
Um,
nigga in my freezer right now. What were
the
you gonna
the
say?
only the only unconditional love I really recognize is between a parent and their child. For the most part, like a parent and a child is kind of the only real unconditional love I really recognize.
Hmm.
So I love my kids, but there are certain things that if I found out that my kids were in or a party to, like maybe like getting a little bit older, I found out one of my kids is pedophile.
Oh, I rebuke that.
Yeah. So stuff like that. Like there are limits to how much forgiveness there is, and there are limits to to how much you love someone to how much you can forgive for them. And there are certain things that you just can't be a party to. You gotta just let the person be and let the person go. You can't love them the way that you did.
I don't
So
know.
So
I
I
kind of feel like unconditional love is only between a dog and its human.
even
Every,
that's
everything else is conditional.
that
Because
dog will eat you if you don't feed it.
I honestly, the only forgiveness I've ever seen is in animals. Like true forgiveness, like you could do some fucked up shit to a dog, and that dog will still come back and love you, depending on how the temperament of that animal is. But people, we have the ability to retain trauma and act on that trauma because even for parents, we might think I've seen countless times that parents will think they're loving their child properly and they're doing the best they can. They're only doing it from the place that they know to do it from. And then when that child reaches their moment of realization, like, hold on, wait a minute, there's some fucked up shit that happened in my childhood. That dynamic shifts, and then it don't become unconditional love no more. I'm not saying in every case, but
I think that most children do have the ability to truly forgive their parents. There's a limit to how many times. The ability, if if the parent is contrite,
Hmm.
right? I think that there is a limit to how many times. Look, Asia said no. I think there's a limit to how many times. I know me personally. I've tried many times to forgive my mother when she was living, but then there became a point in time where I was like, okay, and I'm not doing this anymore.
Hmm.
So had she exhibited real true change, I would have been able to forgive her and process and move forward in a healthy dynamic, and I wouldn't have thrown shit up in her face. But because she was never going to change, that was difficult for me. um but you don't have to forgive to be able to be at peace. And I don't know whether I was talking about this in my chat or what.
Yeah, you
But
were.
okay, so I was having a conversation that when she passed away, I was at peace. Like I didn't feel any anger towards her.
Hmm.
Did I forgive her? No, I absolutely did not forgive her. I don't forgive her. I won't forgive her. But am I angry about it? No. So I was able to show up and do what I needed to do for my family without being upset that I or resentful that I had to do it. My One of my brothers, who I definitely got to the dirt beef with, I was able to comfort him and be there for him when he fell apart, even though I don't fuck with him. And I don't feel any anger or resentment. I'm at peace with the fact that I don't fuck with them and I'm not forgiving them. So people who think that you have to do that, no, I didn't do it and I still showed up and I still was my best self
Hmm. No,
despite it. So you don't have to do that. And I get
exactly.
angry, the shaming and blaming stuff. That's when you hear those people in your family like you gotta do this. You only get
Oh,
one.
that's
You only get one dad. You
and
gotta do it. And people do that to me all the time. Like I hear siblings I don't deal with, and they're like, "We getting older. You gotta forgive them. Come on, Nikki, talk to him." And I'm just
listen.
like, "Please get the fuck out of my face for you, because I'm about to fall out with you too now because you won't leave me the fuck alone and to keep telling me to try to forgive this person, and I'm not doing it."
And
Asian
then
making a face.
no, because it's awesome that so I feel like the finality of the situation gave you more clarity to be able to be like, you know what, I'm at peace with it. But what kills me is the family members, like, because I have family members that have done some crazy stuff to me, and it's like, oh no, you gotta forgive the whole, yeah, like you said, the whole we getting older, you gotta forgive. I'm like, no, I don't gotta forgive shit. I had a Charizard card and I still traded that shit, so I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. Like, it can go any either way.
Well, we know Asia had a situation with her family member. Do you have any family that was trying to get you guys to reconcile?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my mama.
Your mama?
And I don't and me and my but that's the thing. That's not what broke me and my mom. My mom broke
Mm,
me. Like the way she put me out the house because
mm.
she was trying to be 27 just wasn't it. If you wanna be sleeping around with your while you married, do you, but don't blame me and then put me out.
Curtis,
I don't to death. I'll do
have you
anything
ever
to
had
the
a
ends of earth, but
situation?
Me and my father were estranged for a large majority of my childhood. He left my family when I was 2 years old. I don't think he really truly re-entered my life as my father until I was 27. Um, in that time, my mom tried to do go call your dad, stuff like that. But
Mhm.
also in that same breath, they had their issues, foster care, and then CPS. That kind of battle. I know that trying to gain custody of me kind of made him apathetic to the idea of being a father to me, which
Mm,
in later years, I had the opportunity before he died to hear his side of things and choose whether or not I wanted to forgive him. Fortunately, I was in a very spiritual place. So forgiveness was absolutely always on the table just because of my morality. And we were able to rebuild and have a relationship towards the end of his life. Now, was there resentment? As he was leaving this earth, he was not always of his right mind. So he would be exceptionally mean.
mm-hmm.
And one of the things that I found interesting was everybody left him but me. In the end, the only
Ironic.
person who was there for him was me. And that is a prof. Hmm. Salvador said something that caught my eye. But yeah, no. That was a profound moment for me because um there's this crux in the road of forgiveness, right? You could be completely justified for not forgiving a person. Like fuck them. They weren't there for me when I needed them. Why should I be obligated to be there when they need me?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to search within and say, what am I going to be okay with?
Right.
And the answer to me was always, I think I'll be okay, but just in case I'm not, let me do the hard thing now, because at some point there will be a conclusion to this. And at least I can
Right.
walk away saying I did everything that I could. Now, would I have loved to have been petty, smack his hand away when that nurse was like, you can't go anywhere. You need to stay in this facility. And I watched that man look me in with tears in his eyes and said, son, please get me out of here. And everything in my power wanted to be like, when I was being abused, when I was getting fucked up, where were you when I needed you? But now you want me. All right,
Mm-hmm.
cool. But those are internal thoughts. I did what I thought was best. And I feel better about it. It actually gives me peace at night
Mm-hmm.
when I don't show forgiveness to a person, because I, in my opinion, forgave in the hardest way that a person could. So now,
Yeah.
anybody else, if I choose not to forgive them, I'm good. I can keep it pushing.
I am a strong believer in cutting people off for the sake of my peace. The hardest person that I ever had to cut off was my mother. So anybody else is very, very easy to me. If I could walk away from her, if I could walk away from my, my siblings, anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. And I don't feel a type of way about it at all. Bear said, you're a warrior for the way you showed up for them. I just went through a lot of therapy to get to that point, Bear. If I never went to therapy, I don't know that I would have been able to handle the situation the way that I did. But because I did do a lot of therapy, I was okay with it. Because sometimes everybody around you will make you think you're crazy. Because my stepdad was always like, y'all gotta forgive each other. And, he was always doing that shaming, blaming thing. And like, I was abused. So you are dismissing everything that happened to me and thinking that I'm supposed to just speak to my abuser and act like it's okay. And even I forgive him. I forgive him. I don't forgive her. But if I had not done that work, then I wouldn't have been at peace with it. And maybe it was better because, like, Curtis, I'm different than you because she couldn't speak. She couldn't speak. She was damn near in a coma, where your dad was like able to speak to you. And so maybe if she had been speaking and talking shit to me, it might have been different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. or even if she wasn't talking shit and she was trying to play it off like nothing happened, that probably would have pissed me off. And then I don't know what I would have did. I might have closed that hospital door and
went on about your life.
Got that pillow.
The other way of closing the door. I thought you were walking out. Oh, you like, I need closure on this right now.
I got really dark really fast.
Yeah.
Listen, can you imagine your abuser talking shit to you?
Yes. Yeah.
So,
I can.
I'm the
Okay,
first
sorry. So you don't understand that I might have wanted to
I
be
get it.
I'm the first one.
I'm just glad you didn't do it.
I'll be the first one to just.
But what I'm saying is I didn't feel a need.
Forensic science is a motherfucker now. They be knowing.
What I'm saying
Well, that's
is
what I
I
have
didn't
my
feel a
degree in,
need.
so I get away with it.
You have a degree?
Who the fuck are you?
Master's degree.
Who are you,
Wait,
Asia?
a degree in what?
In criminal justice, a minor in sports management and business sports medicine and business management.
Who the fuck are you? Yo, I don't believe you. This is all cover stories. You are a secret agent for the mutant revolution. I swear to God, you're working for Magneto. No.
She's from the Krakoa Council. She's from the Krakoa Council. I swear.
Asia.
Asia, are you rich? Do you got like a wealthy?
We had it. Look. I didn't told y'all what my past life, current
That
life
past life
is.
story.
No,
Yeah.
you
It's
mean
real-
the
it's a
sister
true
that you
story.
stole her identity to past life. Get the fuck out of here, Asia.
No,
Asia.
it's Ava.
My
It's Ava.
My sister has
India.
2 kids. I got 3. Okay.
I'm off the show. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I don't know how at this point I don't even know if Asia's really black. Like
You using that new foundation off of
Asia,
TikTok?
she might not
Asia.
even be black at this point.
No.
Yes. This motherfucker's double up. Asia.
Double O Negro.
Asia, I need you to go get a cup of water and a wash rag. I gotta see something. I swear.
I'm not wearing any makeup. I promise. Nothing.
Asia. So
Asia, I wanna see
can
your-
I ask you?
I want to see
Can
your
I
driver's
ask you why
license.
you're not working in that field then?
So I wanted to be a police officer, and then I got irritated.
You couldn't pass that. You couldn't pass that psychiatric test.
No, I passed it. I got into the academy and stuff. It wasn't for me. I kept getting hit on, and by people
Oh
I was
yeah,
working with.
yeah,
And I just
By the good old
yeah.
boys.
Yo, she's 28 fucking years old and got a master's degree.
Mhm.
Asia,
She's lived a
listen,
full life.
I work for the Department of Homeland Security. I can tell you right now, we gonna be looking into your ass. you,
What I do?
yo, we about to recruit you to the CIA because don't nobody live this many goddamn lives in 28 years. Asia,
You
don't worry
do.
about it. We about to use that criminal justice degree. We about to put your ass to work. Drop her in Russia, and she'll have all this shit sorted out in a week.
That's hilarious.
00 Asia.
Dolo Asia.
That's 00 Asia. That's
Double O
your
Asia.
new-
0069.
So Sal said, I would rather forgive a stranger than forgive my family members. Brittany said you can forgive and still not let them back into your life. But to be honest, not
Yep.
everyone deserves the relief of being
Oh, that was good. That was good. Yo,
Oh,
that's
God.
12. That's 12 points for quickness. That's an additional 10 for cleanness and the mean. That was you cooking tonight, boy.
Tamara said our society clings to the myth of family values and familiar obligation for no discernible reason. It's an echo of tribal survival instincts. You know what? That is a very good way of looking at it. Reva said, honestly, forgiveness should always be for you. If it makes the other person feel better, okay, but you need to be at peace with it. 100%, and that's why I don't traditionally forgive. Sal, I would be on the deadliest women or why women kill. I listen. I want to do my first 48 so bad. I want to like smoke a cigarette, you know what I mean, and then let me tell you why I killed this motherfucker.
Let me be the one to
Anyway.
interrogate you.
She gonna be on Forbidden Dying for Love.
You have to, Kurt. I don't know what that was for, but okay.
Oh, it was for the me. What he said about me.
Yeah.
So a lot of reasons why people will give you a lot of reasons that people will give you about forgiving others is going to be stuff like we got to keep the family together.
It's projection.
You know, it's your parents telling you got to forgive your sibling. It's for comfortability. You know what I mean? Oh, you're going to make everyone uncomfortable if you tell your truth and you won't talk to Uncle whoever.
Uncle whoever touched me, fuck you.
Listen.
Often I've been in those situations. You don't want to come to Thanksgiving. You don't want to come to the wedding or whatever. This is more about them being more comfortable than it is about you. Okay. But remember this. And Sal, I feel like you need a word. Okay. I see your comments and I'm watching you. You have a right to your feelings. 100%, all of them. Okay. And do not let anyone tell you anything to the contrary, okay? If you don't want to forgive, then do not forgive. You do not have to let people back into your life. And also, anyone who is trying to shame you into forgiving someone, you can cut them off too, because that is also a type of abuse. When somebody is enabling your abuser and trying to get you to accept what that person did and accept them into your life, that is a type of abuse as well. Forgiveness is not forgetting. You don't have to forget. If you do forgive, it does not mean that you think that their behavior is okay. You're not letting people, don't let people off the hook. And just because you may happen to want to forgive someone, that does not mean that you are allowing them back into your space. Okay. Sal said, Uncle whoever offered me a chance to unalive myself. God damn. There's also a few examples of why you should not forgive. If you're still feeling the effects of the person's actions, if you have PTSD, then definitely you should not be forgiving anyone. If you're not ready in any way, shape, or form to extend that apology, that's all right. And you may never be ready, and that is okay too. If you feel that the person that you are primed to forgive is going to get you to engage in any type of negative behaviors. For example, if you're an alcoholic and you're trying to remain sober and dealing with this person is going to trigger trigger you into doing those things again, definitely you should not engage with that person. You shouldn't forget that person. You shouldn't reconcile. Respect your boundaries. Create boundaries, respect the boundaries, and that's okay. We gotta be able. We have to be okay with not being liked,
That's the key thing.
and a lot of people are not okay with not being liked. And I operate like that in all areas of my life, and it gets me in trouble all the time. I'm usually the person with an opposing point of view, and like it'll be this person, and this person is they have a circle around them of people that enable them, and I gotta be that one person who rebels, and they try to make me think I'm crazy. I'm not fucking crazy.
Gaslight the shit.
They act like I'm crazy, and I'm like, I really don't give a fuck. You just don't see that the people around you are flying monkeys. And flying monkeys flying monkeys. Let me put that out there. And I've talked about this before. Flying monkeys is usually a term that people use in regards to a narcissist, right? And there's people around them that enable them, whether they do it knowingly or unknowingly, right? They enable the narcissist behavior. But flying monkeys do not just apply to narcissists. It applies in any way, shape, or form when somebody is trying to do negative things to you and the people around them are enabling them. Those people are flying monkeys. And cut them motherfuckers off too.
Yep. And
Go
that also doesn't negate your family from being flying monkeys too, because we all know in those familial situations, the person who is at the head of the table oftentimes is the most toxic. So your aunties and your uncles and your cousins and stuff like that, they all flock around that one family member that can't never get right. Oh, they'll get their life together eventually. Oh, they'll fix things out eventually. Oh, you need to be forgiving of the things that they do. You know, they're in a tough spot. They're flying monkeys for that person, because ain't no way you gonna let somebody come into your life and take things away from you, take experiences away from you, take actual physical objects and everything away from you, and you're just and everybody's just supposed to be like, oh, well, you know how they are. You know how they are is not an excuse. I hate that shit. Well, you know them. You know how they are. You know how they get. No, I don't, and I don't have to accept that. So, I mean, fuck you and your opinion at that point.
Brittany said a fax or someone tries to get you in the same room without informing you. That has happened to me. That has definitely happened to me. Somebody purposely put me in the same room with somebody that was friends with an abuser.
And put you at the table with them too. Like be at an event and like, oh, well, you're sitting next to such and such. Why the fuck am I sitting next to this person? You know we don't bang.
Sadiq was said forgiveness can be a part of healing, but you can heal without it. If you can't forgive, shift your focus on healing. Bear said shout out to Siren for not being a flying monkey. Yeah. And I had to learn that very much the hard way, because I had to cut off a huge part of my family because they wanted to continue to be friends with and apologize for a pedophile. And so that meant that it was me against the family. And that's why I can be in any space and I don't give a fuck how many people are against me. If I don't think something is right, I'm not going to go along with it just because it's the popular thing to do. Because, Hitler was popular too.
Niggas used to get into niggas used to have parties. White niggas used to have parties when they was lynching us. So
I used a Hitler reference earlier today too.
That's probably why it's in my head. That's probably why it's in my head. Yeah. I used the Freud reference as well.
Well, he's a racist, so.
Probably. Is that tequila good?
It's getting there. And don't worry. By the time we get to hairy pubes, I'll be right.
Okay, well, you right on time. That was the shenanigans. You said Jamal mentioned Hitler today too. Hitler seemed to be running amok.
Propaganda, baby. Propaganda.
Yeah. Listen, there's
Hey,
with the current climate of the world.
You ain't wrong about that.
Big Rude said, I've had people think it was funny to do that shit and get angry when I've gotten up and walked out. I cut off family, exes, and bad friends. Life is too short.
I will
Well, we
Listen,
say,
need.
oh,
Go ahead. No,
no, I
go
will
ahead.
say,
oh,
oh,
good.
go ahead. No,
No,
please.
Curtis, go ahead.
Oh no, I will say this. My only experience in that was I remember my mom calling me downstairs and she was like, Reese, such and such is getting married. Did you hear about that? And I was like, oh, you mean the cousin that abused me? And I'll never forget my mom's looking me in my face and saying, you still on that? You ain't let that go yet?
That's exactly what my sister said.
Listen.
I have been angry before. Like I have been I can think back of the times like that anger gets, that heat on your neck, your body tense up, your heart beats. I have never been that angry at my mother in my life. And I remember we got into the biggest back and forth to the point where she was like, well, I'll never get her saying, well, you know how you are. Even at that age, I'm pretty sure you knew what you were doing. And me and my mother's relationships irrevocably changed after that. And I never really felt that connection to her again. But it goes to show you how far, especially in Black culture, we protect people. I won't just say pedophiles, even though that's a prevalent thing, but we protect family to a point that sometimes loyalty does more to dismember the family than to hold it together.
Exactly.
And that to me was one of the biggest lessons on I don't trust anybody. Like literally, I rely 1000% on myself for every care and need, which ineffectually has impacted my future relationships because I don't care if you go. I don't care if you supported me at one point and then you wanted to leave. Go. I've given up literally the most important people in my life. So anybody else that comes across me, okay. But again, one trauma begets another trauma. And then at some point, it either becomes survival instinct or you can break the cycle. Now, depending on how you want to operate in your personal life, it could be either or. But it's just always interesting to me how hard people go for other individuals, but the person who was victimized all of a sudden is the crazy one.
Well, yeah, 100%, 100%. As always, wait, let me just acknowledge Big Group in here. I didn't speak to my family for 2 years. It took that long for me to calm down. When I finally get to a better place mentally, emotionally, they thought I was crazy, but I had to break down to all of them that they were real damn close to being on a special dateline. Well, Jesus.
Listen.
I want to say this
That's
though.
real shit. Asia, like, yup.
I do want to say this though. Like I said, a big part of me getting to a place where I'm at peace with certain things is because of therapy. And every week I'm here, I always tell y'all therapy. I advocate for it. Um, we can try to navigate these things ourselves, but you would be surprised at how much you have not dealt with, you have not processed, you have not healed from when you actually started. It's like, unfortunately, you do have to dig shit up, tear it apart to build it back up properly so that you can be the best version of yourself, so that it does not affect the people around you. Because a lot of times we can be okay with sitting in bullshit. I'm okay with being chaotic. I'm okay with being toxic. I'm okay with being fucked up. The issue with that is that typically when you do that, you damage the people around you who are trying to love on you from a healthy space. But because you haven't dealt with your bullshit, you're hurting somebody else. And now you are a part of their trauma. So you just pass it down. You pass it down. And you are responsible for how you impact other people. That is your responsibility, to not be fucking shitty and to not traumatize someone else. Yeah,
I disagree. I disagree, but okay. I disagree. I feel like people act how they choose to act, and then those that orbit around them have the choice to remain in that orbit or to remove themselves out of that orbit. Nobody has to acquiesce to my feelings, my perceptions, how I feel about. Hold on, no. I'm just saying, nobody is entitled to someone changing based on how I feel. No, you said do better, and do better in regards to who? To the people around.
So listen.
I just wanted to finish.
Go ahead.
Do better in regards to who? The standard that's set around me or the standard I set for myself? Now, again, people can disagree with a person setting a standard. Salvador, don't start your shit. A person can disagree with the standard you set, but if that standard makes you personally happy, is who you being true to you, and it puts you in your safe space, then honestly, the people around you have a choice to make.
So can I retort, or are you still talking? Go ahead.
I would.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, Siren, this ain't my show. By all means.
Here's the thing. By the time people realize that, ooh, this is not a safe space for me, this is not a good place for me, the damage is already done. Now, if they continue to sit in it, yes, they are accountable for when they continue to allow themselves to remain in that dynamic. But typically, when you realize that the person is not a safe, healthy space for you, the damage has already been done. That's how you know you got to leave. You don't know you got to fucking cut the person off until they do some shit to you that you're like, wait a motherfucking minute.
But isn't that for everybody that we interact with? Like we run that risk no matter what, right?
There's a difference between you take, for example, a relationship. You're in a relationship with someone and it just doesn't work out. You know, for whatever reason, I want to get married, you don't want to get married. I like to spend money and you're frugal. That's fine. You break up, it is what it is. No harm, no foul, right? There's a difference between that and say being in a relationship with someone who has a personality disorder. And so they're doing things to harm you.
That's a very specific example. I'm just saying that's very new. I mean, it's very new.
Because
wait a minute. That's a very nuanced example to a very broad thing that I said. But go on.
Again, you're saying that's in every situation. No, it's not. There's a difference between being in a relationship and things don't just work out, or you being in a relationship with somebody who is like doing malicious things to you.
But you just used the mental health disorder.
Excuse me, emotionally traumatizing you, verbally abusing you, things of that nature. Like I said, usually by the time you realize stuff like this, you've already been hurt. You've already been damaged in some way, shape, or form. Now, if you get out of it, great. But the damage still has been done, is what I'm saying. So if you are the type of person who has been traumatized to the point that it is impacting your interpersonal relationships, there could be friendships, family dynamics, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, whatever. If you are traumatized to the point that it is affecting those things, then yes, you are responsible for taking accountability and doing better. You are. Now, whether you choose to take the accountability, that's up to you. But that is still your responsibility. It lays on your shoulders. That's all. Do better. Like I said, don't be okay with being a fucked up, shitty ass person, to put it in layman's terms. Belief in one's actions, especially for the ones you love, or just other people, do unto others. A lot of people don't like to take accountability, though. Sid said we got to be okay with the fact that many abused people are totally fine with remaining in a nasty space and eventually may enjoy damaging others. So to this extent, Curtis is given a much needed perspective that people need to be privy to. Sadiq, where you are very, 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 you're correct. Like I said, and if you are around someone who is okay with damaging you, get out of it. Get out of it.
That's literally what I just said. You did all that. Never mind.
Sir, what are you talking about? I just was encouraging people to go to therapy.
Never mind. Never mind.
And I was saying that to the people doing the damage, stop being okay with being a shitty ass person. Okay, this is not HNIC. We not doing it over here, honey.
My therapist is here.
Actually, if you look in the corner, it is.
This is not the main show. This is not Wednesday night. This is Thursday night.
You absolutely right.
And now,
by all means, right.
And
right
now
how you...
we're moving on to the debauchery. Anywho, Pubephilia, because this is the inside the box segment. Let's spread some jizz and happiness.
Spread some jizz
as long as it lands
and happiness.
Pubephilia or Trichophilia, okay? Trichophilia is a sexual fetish where an individual finds hair erotic and sexually arousing. Often the individuals are attracted to head hair, but this also can extend to chest hair, pubic hair, fur, hair on other parts of the body. So it also can be like you want a specific haircut, hair color, short hair, wet hair. You know, it gets very, very specific. Pubephilia specifically is a sexual attraction to pubic hair. Okay. And so most commonly people with pubephilia are known as pubophiles. And they're attracted to usually women who have noticeable pubic hair.
Look at that bush girl.
They might get aroused by the sight or the feel of human hair.
So if she got the bush peeking out of the sides of the panties.
Yeah, they
Let
like
me go
to
ahead and find
that.
that person real quick. I just want to see something.
She looking like a 70s porno over there. Need to get me a piece of that.
They enjoy a full bush, okay?
They be going to Busch Gardens every night.
Not Busch Gardens. That was cute. That was cute. I like that. Okay. So throughout history, hair has always been viewed as some type of erotic vanity and an essential part of beauty, okay? But hair really doesn't have an intrinsic sexual value, right? Other than the attributes that we put onto it. So depending on which culture you're in, is going to determine how you view hair, right? So like Muslim women, they got to cover their hair in public. A lot of Jewish women cover their hair after they get married. And during the Middle Ages, European women were expected to cover their hair after they get married. So there are people that equate hair to sexuality. But like I said, not the muff.
You got the cabbage in your muff.
I haven't heard that word in a really, really long time. So a lot of people feel pleasure when they get their hair groomed. I know when I go get my hair done, I really, really find pleasure in someone washing my hair and stimulating my scalp. That is a little sexual. There's some type of erogenous thing zone being hit when they doing it. Listen. Did y'all see that video going around? Damn, I just thought of this just now. When that woman was at the hair salon getting her hair rubbed and she damn near was having an orgasm. She was moaning and causing a fucking scene.
No,
yeah.
But that shit feel nice. I don't give a damn.
I mean, the Herbal Essences commercial got it keyed off.
Not Herbal Essence. What the fuck?
The Herbal Essences commercial back in the day, they used to be having people on there just going through it.
Oh my god,
it feels so good.
So it's a funny thing. Muff Mountain.
I can't with Muff Mountain. Oh. That's gonna be my. Thank y'all. That's gonna be my word of the week. It's gonna be muff. I'm gonna try to use it in almost all my conversations at least once. Muff. Muff Mountain.
Shooting. Do you have any type of attraction or preference when it comes to hair on women? Head hair, chest hair, pubic hair.
Not particularly.
Do you care whether or not she has a full bush?
Doesn't bother me either way.
No. When's the last time you seen a full bush? Because to say you don't care, what I'm saying is to say that you don't care. If you go down on a woman with a full bush, that's a very different. That's
That's
a
what a
very
hot
We
comb
wet.
and Vaseline is for.
You're gonna be pulling hair out.
a hot comb and Vaseline. Who the hell is letting you put a hot comb near their vagina?
That's the joke. No, I don't care either way. Hair is hair. If you deal with a human being, you got to deal with hair. So if they groom, cool. If I don't like it, I won't eat their pussy. It's not.
Darius, you pull down the pants and it's a full bush.
I'm up in the woods. No. Nah. I like stubble down there. So I like a little bit of like if it's too much, my tongue's gonna get all. It makes it hard. It makes it hard to lick the clit because then you got hair on. It's just a mess. It's too much. I want them to have. I like women with stubble because it gives me a little bit of sensation on my top lip while I'm eating pussy. It's nice. I like it. Gives me a little bit of texture.
That is something that they said something about the texture, like people having attraction to the texture of whether it's like stubble or just got
the mouth feel. The mouth feel.
That's
mouth
interesting.
Why
Asia,
you licking lips like that?
Mouth feel.
Asia, you pull down the pants and it's a full bush.
I just picking hair out my teeth for a week. I'm okay with want to be hairballing it up while I'm giving you head.
I
Male
can't
or
hear
female?
you that well. I can't. I wish you was a little bit louder, but I did get that
Male
you
or
said
female?
you.
Yeah, male or female, be a little bit down there, but I don't want to be picking hair out my teeth.
And see, that's the thing. I think we were talking about this. I don't know whether it was last episode.
We were.
Oh no, it was on Tubi Tuesday. Y'all watch
It was
Tubi
Tubi.
Tuesday on Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But we were talking about getting the pubic hairs caught in the back of your throat. Like that is a real thing. I hate when I gotta stop sucking dick to take the hair out of my mouth. I don't know. It's just it takes away from it being sexy, is what I'm saying. All right. Carolyn said, go ahead.
I was gonna say so. No obelisk in the woods for you. Just the forest was the obelisk. The Great
Cardi,
Tower.
wait, Cardi, hairy nipples.
Yes, that's the thing. I said that earlier. I like hair. Like you mean hair on your nipple? Like some women have hairy nipples. I've come across quite a few hairy nipples in my time.
I don't know. I mean, okay, it's logical.
Not to get personal. I have hair on my nipples, like a little bit of hair on my nipples, like around the edge.
But you're a man. You're a man.
But
we talk about women.
Women got chest hair. I've come across at least 2 women with chest hair.
I know what some women have chest hair, and Jessica be putting up them pictures of the women with chest hair. Carolyn said, "I don't
like a 70s porno." Natural.
That woman definitely had chest hair. Hers was like a 4C too.
Well, I don't like that one because at that point it's like you just fucking with me. Like it's not like a full like. It looked like she just didn't take care of it. It's not like the other one. Like the first one she showed, that was like 70s woman from France, hair on the underarms, hair on the chest. You're like, all right, cool. You got the 70s looks going on. The next one, she was just like little dots here. I'm like, that's not. It really looked like taco meat then.
Child.
She probably got hairy nipples too. The second one, I can definitely tell you she has hairy nipples because the hair started to spread to the top of the breast, and that's when you know a woman has hairy nipples.
Carolyn said, I don't like to be hairy though. I love my bald cat. Sal said, I like the landing strip sometimes, but I also like the burning bush look. Carolyn, what is I'm with Bowie? What is that? Carolyn, I don't even know what that is. Cardi said, like my cat, like the way I have balls smooth as eggs. No, I don't like a bald cat. Like I need a little something there. Like he says, a little stubble or something. No, you a grown woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah, give me
Then
some
it's how
mouthfeel. I like it on my lip.
while I wash my face with that cooter quencher. Not cooter. The Muff Mountain.
Oh my God.
Quencher.
Like these names that y'all coming up with in the comments are crazy. Hairy nipples are hereditary? I did not fucking know that. I did not know that at all.
I don't want to know which one of my parents has hairy nipples. Let the fates decide that. I'm good on that, but I got the.
The lion sleeps tonight. A wind away over. Okay. I didn't know what she was talking about, child. I did not.
It really hit.
I like a little bit of hair. It tickles them while your beard is in there. Okay. All right.
What about Sid?
Please.
The hair holds shit. And I don't know.
Yes, it
but,
does.
All right, so but
I know.
I know
but,
this firsthand. I've because I made my sister do the thing with the thing, and it everywhere. It missed me by a long shot, but it got everybody else.
But all right,
Lady a loofah.
I've heard that if you shave the ass hair, it's like you always have swamp ass. Like guarantees the hair keeps you from getting swamp ass. So I don't know.
What's swamp ass?
If you're out in a hot day and you have nothing to catch the sweat, it's like underboob sweat, but for your butt cheeks. So you're just swampy down there. It's just sliding back and forth. And I heard that when you shave the hair, you get swamp ass.
Where did you hear that from? How did you hear that from?
So I grew up. My friends and stuff like that I grew up with are much like Tyler. No. My friends that I grew up with are much like Tyler, the Creator's friends. So you know how they talk about the weirdest shit, and they'll just say the weirdest shit out their fucking mouths. He was like, "Yeah, man, I shaved my ass hair because I was like, I'll get it'll feel like a lot better and all that stuff like that. I'll get rid of the booty crumbs and all that. Yeah, booty crumbs and all that stuff."
Is this you trying to tell us that you've shaved your ass?
Not me, because I'm not that adventurous. I am not that adventurous. So, Siren, it was one of our friends, baby daddies, that he was like, he's a skater, and he was like, "Yeah, I shaved my ass hair off."
Which friend's baby daddy?
Former one of the.
Which friend? We got a lot of mutual friends. Which friend's baby daddy?
The one.
He's scared to say the name.
Yeah, so if I don't want to say the name, then you know who it is.
No, I don't know who. It'll be a lot of people.
Starts with an A. Yeah, the one that was a skater, he shaved his ass hair.
Okay.
And he was like, "Yeah, it just gave me swamp." He was like, because he used to skate everywhere, and he's like, I shaved my ass hair, and it gave me swamp ass. Like it was. He's like, it was bad. Like I had to immediately go to the shower when I got home.
I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm done.
Yeah, exactly, Sal. Exactly.
So they said that pubic hair holds people's pheromones and their scent. So if you're attracted to pubes, then a mixture of these scents are a huge turn on and a big draw. So like the sensation thing that he was saying before, like if you're grinding and having intercourse or cuddling and the pubic hair touches you, they like the friction or the interaction heightens your sexual experience. So like, do you like touching it, playing with it, stroking it?
Oh my God. Could you imagine twirling your finger around the pubes? Like,
Oh my God. Okay.
What
also,
doing?
they said it can cause a layer of mystique, right? Because the bush is blocking the goods. So you can't see the clit depending on how much hair is there, or the labia or the testicles.
You be like,
right? So it's like a surprise.
There you are. I knew you were in there.
I knew you had to fight
Sal
someone.
said he likes to brush them with comb.
Now you using a rat tail comb, or you using the regular Fonzie Joe?
Okay, so here's a question: how old were y'all when y'all started shaving y'all pubes? Asia.
13?
Okay, that's about right.
Mm-hmm.
Huey P. shooting.
I've never had to.
You never had that much hair?
I'm not a hairy person. I don't
Okay.
retain hair like that.
Like you from my experience, usually you have to do that first shave and it never grows back as much as it did when you did that first initial shave. But to just never have had that pubescent hair, because I swear it's something about like when you first shave, that hair that you have is like
Wiry.
Angela Davis Bush or something.
And Angela Davis Bush.
It
I've
never
never
grows
even
back like that again.
I've never even had a mustache, so
touche. Dan said he was 11. Said that she was 12. I want to say I started like 12, 13. 12, 13. That's about right.
I think
Did somebody help y'all with it, or y'all did it yourself?
So,
oh,
funny
Lord.
story is, so I lost my virginity at like 14, and after that, I got super self-conscious about it because the girl was like, "Oh, it's really hairy down there." So I'm like, so when the next, I didn't have sex again until I was like 16. So before, like when I knew what was happening, I got the clippers, and I was like, I'm in there. And I was careful enough not to go near the shaft, but I was like going all around, and I swear I did a terrible job. But that was, so 16 was like when I finally cut it, because I felt self-conscious the first time because she was complaining about it. But I went around. I swear I did a terrible job because I was fucking 16 with some clippers, and I was like, if this thing nicks my fucking nuts or my dick, I'm going to be pissed. So
it happens. Sal said I low-key want to braid mine from the waist down. I'm Rick Rossing it. Lord have mercy, Sal.
Oh shit.
Carolyn said I was 12, giving myself a yeast infection, shaving with my dad's.
wow.
Well, no, Carolyn, it's okay. I used Nair my first time.
Yes.
It was there. It said hair removal. So my first time I used Nair, and it was the worst experience of my life.
I've heard that like 3 or 4 other times from women when they were like younger. They're like, "Oh, my mom had Nair in the shower, so I was just like, I'm gonna put it on," and they burnt the shit. It's like leaving fucking the perm in the hair too long. It's like fucking immediate burning sensation. It's like, did you put icy hot on your junk? Is that what you did?
I'm Bass. I've used Nair before. That was a really long time ago. I almost damaged my hoo-ha. So I'm a little bit scared.
Spicy badge.
Yeah, I'm a little bit scared in there. It did a wonderful job, but I've broken out. My skin down there is very, 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 very sensitive. Very sensitive. I don't know how everybody just be getting waxed and shit like that. It, like, I got waxed and I broke out so bad, and it was a clean place. I went to a reputable, very clean place, and I still broke out. And I was like, "Oh my god, I look like I had herpes."
That sucks. Cause I hear those stories from women who get waxed, and they be damn near nutting from the waxing and shit like that, because it's like,
they do what now?
You never heard of this before? When there's some women when they get waxed, they damn near come to orgasm.
No.
No.
I've been waxed, and nothing about that seems orgasmic to me.
And get up on TikTok when y'all get a chance after the show.
My damn hair out of my vagina. What
I know that. I'm like,
hell?
what? I'm like, how does that make sense? But a lot of women have said it feels like it's like an orgasmic experience. That like they like damn near want to fucking. They're like, should I pay you? I mean, should I tip you extra for a happy ending? It's a thing. It really is. I didn't know about it till TikTok.
I'm not saying that it's not. I just like personally, is nothing about it made me want to nut. So I guess. So of course y'all know I like a good old testimony, right?
Oh God.
So this woman was talking about her fetish, all right, and she said that oh no, it's not a woman, it's the man. I'm sorry. Said when a patient, so this is a doctor talking about a patient. So he said when a patient who was now age 50 was 7 years old, it happened one night that he was already in bed and his maid who was leaving came up to embrace him. The patient still remembers how clearly he pushed his fingers through her hair, and he was around the age of puberty. So he started to experience sexual excitement after he touched her hair. But from then on, his excitement was only induced by the hair of men. The hair of women had no effect on him whatsoever, and even in men, he was only interested in dark brown hair, and he had a particular pleasure and sexual excitement from doing people's hair. So this tells you that it normally comes from something in your childhood, something that you experienced in your childhood. And for him, he was touching that nurse's hair and it made him hard. And ever since then, he liked to do people's hair and it got him off. And he would masturbate. Like as the comb is going through the person's hair, you know, he would ejaculate. So it's a little interesting. A little interesting. Then you have something called Pubephilia, which is a sexual arousal from beards, which I think I might have that.
Me too.
Because I like a good beard, baby. Okay, I live in Philly. Home of the fucking Sunni. All right. And I love me a good full thick ass beard. So I might have this sexual not that big.
I'm right.
Not the castaway beard.
Like I have found all these pictures of these men with these extreme beards and shit. I kind of like his the salt and pepper. That's a zaddy right there.
I knew you was going. I knew y'all. One of y'all was going to say it.
If you cut the beard properly, tell me that he's not. Is what I'm saying.
Silver Fox. Y'all love y'all Silver Fox.
Carolyn said someone offered to shave her before. I should have let him.
For how much?
I don't know if I trust somebody enough to shave me. I don't know about that. Cardi said, imagine getting a fade and you hear that nigga moan.
You want me to get you from the back? No, have y'all seen those TikTok videos of the inappropriate barber? Yeah. Man, get you from. You always take me through this homosexual rigmarole.
Carolyn said, I think I have that one too. So this woman who actually has the arousal for the sexual arousal for the beards, she said, I'm not talking about just any kind of facial hair. A mustache never put a bop in my hop. A goatee is a step in the right direction. She said, if you're interested in seeing a beard that knows how to work it, look no further than Jason Lee. She said, I can't say for sure where or when my beard fetish began, but I have a fairly good idea. And she said, I'm almost ashamed. She said, I'm almost ashamed because it's such a Freudian cliche. My father had a beard while I was growing up, a dark hair beard. So that's my favorite kind. So this woman, her fetish started when, it's her daddy. And y'all just drinking straight out the bottle, huh?
Is that Malibu? Yep. Don't hide behind the Malibu.
Jessica not doing her job. I think some people need to be dropped.
Oh, that's bird nest level. Oh
no.
Thank you, Jess.
Bop in my hop.
Anyway, then you have people who have an armpit fetish, right?
Now this is where you're going. This is where y'all going to lose.
Some people have a fetish for armpit hair.
This is something out of Ren and Stimpy. I swear to God, bro. Like it's fucking cow and chicken level. Oh no! Oh God! And she got soul sister. I can't. I can't.
I mean, it naturally grows there, right?
It can naturally grow all the fucking one. At least shave it down a teensy bit.
It's the BDBs. It's the BDBs for me.
There is a movement where women are starting to say, "Hey, you know what? I'm not shaving my armpits."
Exactly.
Like men don't have to do it. Why should I? Right? I'm not a fan.
You're a woman.
And also the reason why I got
Who
guys
said that women gotta shave their pits? Who said that? Who made that up? I'm just saying.
There's a French joke in there somewhere. So
there's people with this armpit fetish that they like to kiss, taste, or smell their partner's armpits during sexual foreplay. And so sometimes
sweet boy.
So sometimes they ask their partner not to shower, not to bathe, or wash their armpits because the smell gets trapped in the hair.
I want you to marinate in it.
Not marinate. Please. And so then they have sex with the armpit.
It just keeps getting worse. It keeps getting worse.
I said they had sex with the armpit.
I gotta go watch a porno with that. I gotta go figure that out.
Do not look that up on Pornhub. Please don't.
Oh no, you're in for no. Virginia don't have Pornhub. I gotta go everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Else.
Oh, okay.
So
I know you give her a facial when you get when you titty fuck, but do you get? Is it proper to give a facial?
So what if you titty fucking and she got hair on her chest?
That's even better. Make it a fucking slip and slide, then fuck it. Just fucking go.
No slip and slide, please.
It's called the double whammy. You hit the breasts and then you hit the armpits.
Listen. So alternately, you have people who have a haircut fetish and they get off because they like to watch people get their haircut. And then so we have some people who have sexually motivated hair theft. So there's people who have fetishes and have actually been arrested because they were called plant cutters or hair despoilers. So they would cut the braids or locks of girls attending public gatherings and then take the prizes home so that they could touch them and caress them and to masturbate with them.
It's like the fucking Hamburglar. Rubber.
My hair. Yeah, no facts.
No, these niggas got Ziploc bags.
Yeah, they have. There was one person in Germany in particular who had a cabinet and he had different pieces of hair in the cabinet and he had them like by the person's name, age, where they lived at, and like what kind of work they did for a living. And so he would use them.
What does that have to do with the hair? It's a fantasy.
He said that these locks belong to Siren by night, and she liked to evict people. That's what she did for a living. And tonight, I want to feel the friction of these locks against my balls. I don't know.
Just got yeah.
I mean,
What's
you
the motion with that?
So you just don't want to feel the hair hitting your butt, like you want the entire.
Oh, yeah, that guy from fucking Charlie's Angels. I forgot about him.
It's apparently a thing.
Oh,
Thing. Then you have people who we gotta always do the opposite, right? So we have people who like bald people, right? That's the thing. There's people that are. Cardi said he wouldn't.
Brittany.
Are you? No, Cardi said you. Are you taking somebody's hair and masturbating with their hair, Cardi?
Do we need a
Like-
do we need a
he said, I'm with it. Do the double pump on yourself with the fucking hair.
So then you have a comophilia, right? And that is somebody who is aroused by people who are bald. So I also think that's a thing that people probably don't know they have. I like a good bald head. It don't got no lumps in it, no dents in it. It's not wrinkly. Not him. He's not a good example. Who's a good example of a black nigga with a bald head? I can't think of right now. Not hair McTwisty, but I do like a bald head. I like to lick a bald head. I ain't gonna lie.
You like a bald head licker. You like a bald head licker. You would lick a bald head.
Yeah, like I'm straddling him, and I like to lick a bald head.
She was
And if he got a bald head and a good beard, that's a wonderful combination.
She was specifically looking for those Mr. Marcus videos back in the day.
Hey, he got a funny shape.
Live our life.
That's an attractive man, but also I feel like his head is funny shape. No,
It's weird. It's like
What's your perfect head shape then?
I don't know. I gotta like
a nigga that I got an attraction to.
I mean, Curtis has a nice shaped head. I think Curtis has a nice shaped head. It's not no bumps on the side. You know what I mean? So I get that. Yeah, he has a nice shaped head. There's also that's a coconut head. Not a coconut head.
That's a Wayne head.
First of all, there is nothing sexy about Damon Wayans at all. Like nothing. I think the sexiest Wayans brother is what's the boy? Not Sean, the other one.
Marlon?
Yeah, Marlon. Marlon is the best looking one. He grew into his looks. He was not always the best looking one, but currently he grew into his body, so he's the best looking one. Then you have people who they get sexual pleasure from removing hair. So Carolyn, the guy who wanted to shave you, he probably had the lipilation fetish. He wanted to shave you, and that probably turned him the fuck on.
How much was he gonna pay you?
Was he offering to pay you, Carolyn? He might not have been offering to pay her.
He probably was trying to pay her.
What was he gonna give you to shave you then? Because there has to be monetary value for you.
Dick.
Penis.
Dick. He was going to shave her, and then he was going to stick her. That's what his stuffer. That's what he was going to do.
It ain't even worth it.
What if it's good dick?
I don't give a damn.
She likes I'm my paper.
How much money would it take for someone to shave you? I come to you, I say, I want to shave you, Asia. How much do I gotta get?
You're a woman. Like a woman is different. Like I can be like,
so
you can shave.
Okay.
You can shave me for free. But if it's a nigga, why you want to?
But a nigga,
what you trying to get out of this? What are you on right now?
I don't.
Why
was he going for so long?
Where the fuck was you at? Anyway,
I shaved my dick.
You said you ain't had no hair.
What?
Figured I would try it.
Anyway, you didn't say the price though, Asia.
Can I stick with my 40K around that range?
40K? Just to shave?
You?
Yeah. It's been done.
That's a lot
Listen.
of goddamn money.
It's been done for that price. This is why I'm sticking with it because it's
Wait,
been
you
done
what?
for that price.
So someone shaved you
We're
for
not
40K.
gonna do- This is not an on-air conversation.
Everything over here is an on-air conversation. But you know
My
what,
pearls.
Double O Asia? For you, the type of people you probably around that we don't know about, they might have 40K sitting around at this point in time.
Sounds like an Emirati to me. So no, doctor.
It's not past current life. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
past current life that just that 40K can just come.
Listen, Dubai Emiratis.
No, I'm
That's
not
all
trying to
I
get
gotta say.
Carol said her boobs
No.
have a master's degree, 40K. I'm not arguing.
Her pubes have a master's degree.
That's how I pay. No, wholeheartedly, that is how I paid for that degree. I'm not.
You are the most interesting person in the world right now.
Right. You know how they had the most interesting man in the world? Asia's the most interesting woman in the world.
Seriously. Her pubes have a master's degree.
There also are people who are aroused by pulling clusters of pubic hair.
Oh my God. I thought we was out of the
vagina.
woods. I
Like
thought we were out of the woods.
Like they're ripping the clusters of pubic hair. So it would have to be long, right?
Yeah.
It would have to be long, and they're ripping the clusters of pubic hair out of the woman's vagina, and it induces an orgasm for them.
You gotta have a hell of a fucking grip to do that shit. To grab somebody by the shirt and curlies and actually uproot them out the fucking mound.
Apparently, there's Moorish baths in North Africa, and there's women who are like skilled at this, at pulling the clusters of pubic hair out. Yeah.
The more you know.
No, don't do that. No, don't do that.
So somewhere in North Africa, you can go get your pubic hair ripped out.
And I be seeing how that.
Let me go ahead and book my ticket. Try it one time.
I'll be seeing them in the markets and like slaughtering, like them doing stuff. They are very fast and efficient, but actually very rough. So she probably like, and she's doing 3 people at a time. Shit, efficient.
Listen, there's a lot going on. Okay. Also, we don't
To the thick of it.
We don't kink shame. Okay, everybody.
I'm not shaming.
Like is what I'm saying. Reva said, the more we keep talking about this, the conversation is just not for me.
Not-
The deeper I go into the fetish rabbit hole, the more I find out that I wish I never knew. If you had told me last week that I would learn that there was African women ripping out their pubic hair, I would have.
I'm not surprised.
The speed and efficiency of
Have you
that
ever seen an African woman braid? That's not new.
They yank it to the
Braid
fucking
my hair. You're not ripping my shit out.
They
No,
go
that's
there.
not true.
No,
That's not true.
listen.
Thank you.
That's not true.
I was about to say, actually, the micro braids did take out a lot of people's edges. So
when I first got my hair done before I found my stylist, I was going to an African braiding spot up on Frankfurt. Boy, head fucking back every just gonna fucking snatch my shit out. I had to give myself like a week and a half to like just recover from that, because that
If you get an African braider, you don't need a facelift.
seriously smooth as eggs.
You got chinky eyes.
oh my god. Oh my god. You know, a lot for somebody who's never had a fucking micro braid.
And I ain't never been braided by them niggas ever in my life. And I just know that.
Jessica says she has so many questions. Jess, I don't have the answers for you. There's a motherfucker somewhere with hair in the cabinet with names on the hair. I don't really hear the answer for it. Can you
go ahead and start doing that?
I would listen. The way I would be pissed the fuck off if somebody snuck up behind me and cut my fucking locks off. But I do believe that people have these fetishes and they don't realize them, because ever since I had locks, like people like to touch my hair. Men like to touch my hair, and I don't like it. Like they just reach out and run their fingers through it, and I do not like it at all. Like, you are a black man. You've touched black hair before, so why the fuck are you touching me?
Nah, I've experienced similar, but mine's is more palm colored than anything. Like
white people do love black hair.
So there's a picture. I have of. I went to this bar called Bar 13, and I think it's in Delaware, and there was a Tool cover band, and I went there for a show by this Tool cover band, and the amount of white women that kept trying to touch because I had my hair out and I had it really spiky, because that's what I do for shows. I take my hair out for shows, and that was my first time having it out like that in a setting like that, and I almost didn't. I almost want to never do it again because, oh, I love your hair. I had a friend that had hair like that. Can I put my? No, you can't touch my hair. Oh, your hair is so awesome. And then
my
when
grandfather owned somebody with hair like that. Let me touch it.
And it's in Delaware, so a little bit closer to the Mason-Dixon line. So I'm headbanging, and they're like, "Oh my God, we love your hair," and then everybody's like, trying to. Don't touch my hair, especially not with your dive bar, whiskey soaked smoke fingers, because you just came back from outside from smoking a fucking American Spirits or a Marlboro, and you want to put your gnarled fingers through my no. My hair smells like fucking coconut oil and fucking eucalyptus leaves. Leave me the fuck alone.
So in the Victorian era, this actually was a lot of hair fetish shit going on, because I found all these old fucking pictures of these women and how they were required to grow all their hair out. Just put some of them pictures up, please. So this was a common thing. Like, these women had hair down to their ankles, which I was really puzzled about.
That's a woman?
Yes,
like Weird Al. Like Weird Al.
Rapunzel shit.
Jesus.
Because my thing is, how were they washing it?
That's because they
weren't washing it.
They had to be washing it because white people get lice.
Multiple people washing it. Multiple people.
But see, that's the thing. Like, yeah, white people get lice. Do you think they don't got lice?
Yeah.
Little nigga, if you don't.
Touche.
They didn't care back then.
They got termites in them motherfucking head. Like,
it's another source of protein for them.
Like wet dog.
So you know what?
Wet dog and bologna sandwiches.
You're not wrong.
I
think that's what bothers me most. You're not wrong.
Do y'all think all white people smell like wet dogs?
Not all. I've come across a couple. So
no, not all. No, not all.
Now we live in Philly. No. Have you come across a Muslim white woman? She smells like musk and sandalwood, or whatever the newest. Whatever
white people.
Yeah, Muslim white women.
I don't believe in absolutes.
So you're trying to say that Muslim white women don't smell like wet dogs?
No,
that was just
they don't. They smell like oils because I
don't think all white people smell like wet dogs. They don't. Carolyn said they wash it once a month. They didn't have indoor plumbing like that. That's what I'm saying. That should probably smell horrible. Bass said 95% of white people smell like wet dogs.
It sounds like a PSA. 95% of white people smell like.
Bass said the ones who aren't normally mixed. That's not.
Listen.
So go ahead, stop this.
I just went to an osteopathic manipulator, right? And it's not a chiropractor. And like, it's not the first time I went, and I haven't had the same doctor every time that I've gone, but they've been white men for the most part. And all of those white men smell really, really good. It's very weird. I don't know whether it's an intentional thing because they know you have to like lean into them or lay on them so that they can adjust you. But they all smell like money. And I was like,
they take a shower.
No, why am I going to South Philly and letting a white person touch me? You think I want to?
No,
Excuse me. They
Was the
racist.
office in South Philly?
No, I would not
Okay.
go in South Philly and let
Okay.
anybody touch me. The white people in South Philly are racist. So
Because the
no.
Italian white dudes oftentimes are the biggest connoisseurs of like cologne and shit like that. So they don't smell like white
That's why
dogs.
No,
black women like them.
they weren't. Well, the doctors were not Italian. They were white.
And Italian people are black, whether they want to
Uh,
admit it
li-
or not.
Listen, I've fought many a motherfucker on that very premise because I lived in in South Philly for a long
They,
time.
they don't want to admit it, but it is what it is. Mediterranean ain't that far from Africa, but go ahead on. But go off.
Dad said, "Have you ever smelled them when they came in from the rain?"
I
So
see.
some of
Yes.
them, no, some of
No.
them do. Some of
No,
them
but
do.
shit like that bothers me because when you can't typecast an entire race of people and say, "Oh, they all smell like wet." I mean, come on, there's a level of ignorance in that. I mean,
Right.
obviously, we all have Caucasian friends. We have people that we care about that are white, and no, they wash their ass. I'm not saying. I know some niggas that smell like wet dog. Shit, keeping it a buck.
Y'all
I mean,
ever been to a fucking convention? So we all know that all black people don't smell good. So
Mhm. Fucking feet.
yeah,
Why does your
100%.
whole body smell like feet?
Anyway, so as usual, we do not kink shame over here for the most part. We try not to.
so you licking armpits.
Fucking an armpit.
Fucking.
I ask you if you're licking an armpit.
You gonna who me? Am I licking an armpit? Does it have hair?
Digital.
On it?
I thought I said it clearly. Like I thought, AJ, am I not? Is my mic on? Hold on.
I
Does
think
it
it's
have
so.
hair? Does it have hair on it?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. Does it have hair on it?
I think that's more troubling. Wait,
So you were licking naked armpit rather than.
Yes, absolutely.
I said I would toss a nigga salad if he came straight out the shower. So an armpit with no
Listen.
hair ain't nothing.
You ain't lying. All right, cool.
But that's different.
No, I always forget that fact. I always forget that fact. So,
ladies and gentlemen, please
you're
be
right.
careful who you kiss in these streets. You never know where. Please,
Kissing booty
just-
hole.
yes.
Just like that, Gina. Just like that.
Listen, I forgot. I sometimes forget just how freaky you are.
You
So
gotta get around. You know how you use the last bit of peanut butter and you got the spoon.
Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Jess. Finally,
Chunky
redemption. Fucking redemption.
not
Thank
the chunky
you.
peanut butter. Not
Thank
the
you.
chunky peanut butter.
You gonna
Oh,
use
God.
peanut butter in a reference about licking assholes? Like that's okay? Okay. All right.
Oh my God.
I was
When you get- when
I'm
you-
sorry. You tell us.
Again, we're right back to doo doo. Somehow we ended it right back to doo doo.
So can we get a picture
Why
of
gotta
the?
be? It's not that I said fresh out the shower.
Peanuts,
So
chunky peanut butter, licking ass, doo doo.
have you ever had your asshole licked?
Ruffles? They have ridges.
Once, and I fought that nigga tooth and nail, and I have fought every nigga that has ever tried to lick my asshole since. I actually had this one experience with this young lady who tried to lick my asshole without consent. You know what? I've been drinking. Let me tell that story. Oh, that's a good ass story about unconsensual ass licking. You don't get to prep your booty or nothing.
Come on my show and act the goddamn ass.
I-
Go ahead. Tell your ass licking story, please. I'm interested now.
Lick ass story.
It was a cool autumn breeze outside. It was a cool autumn breeze. You know, your boy pull up in the telly. Figure it. You know what? Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Jess. I figured, you know what? This might be a nice little rendezvous night. Nothing wrong with that, right? A little bit of whining and dining, a little bit of conversation. Things escalate like grown folks should. Now, You would think in the midst, in the thralls of passion, consent will remain prevalent throughout the entire thing. But let me tell you, gentlemen, ladies, beware these aggressive booty lickers out here. Beware of these
Beware.
professional ass eaters. Beware of these culinary trained tossed salad chefs, because they will slip a finger, a tongue, anything in your orifice. See, this the bullshit. You must know her. Listen, just be careful.
Very
Keep-
well. You might
Keep
say
your
that.
asshole unshaven to ward off demons. And,
The ass-
It's
and
not
do
gonna
you,
stop me.
Asia?
The Ass Eaters Society, the
Asia.
AES.
If somebody got a hairy bush in their butt cheeks, you still going deep.
My God,
Yeah, absolutely.
not the
You know
dingleberries.
what? Jesus,
Leave the
be
dingleberries alone.
Yo, Jesus be offense. I can't. I just, you know what? This is why I take 10-minute bathroom
The real
breaks.
question is, did you stop seeing her after she did it?
Hell no, that nigga nasty.
She
Hell,
tongue-
how they
she
say?
tongue-
Hell no. Shit.
She
I was
tongued
like,
my asshole real good.
that ain't my shit. But you know what? I now know the depths of your depravity, and I see the devil, and I accept it.
No facts.
Yes,
Mm-mm.
Cardi.
No, Cardi, I seen the episode where you say you could put a pinky finger tip in your butt. I don't want to hear shit. I saw that episode, nigga. I let you live. I'm just saying. Don't nobody hold my leg. Get off my goddamn ankles. No, you ain't. Asia 6'1". I can see her gripping the shit out. Get off me. Get the fuck off me.
She gonna
I'm
put you in
fighting.
that.
I'm
She gonna
fighting.
put you in that.
Asia, you try to grab my goddamn ankles, grab me by the heels of my hooves. We fighting, nigga. It's WWE. Cue to Steve Austin, break the glass. I'm coming down with a chair. It's a tables, ladders, and chair motherfucking match in this bedroom tonight, motherfucker.
She gonna put you in the cradle and try to lick your
Yeah.
ass.
Don't put me in the crippler cross face and try to get to my booty hole. Hell no. Hell no. You ain't gonna Boston crab my butt cheeks.
No, you gotta no. You have to hit him with the reverse sharpshooter. That's what
Oh,
No.
I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. No. See,
You can't tap out of that one either.
No.
It's just gonna happen.
Yes, he don't want to enjoy the taint.
no, I don't let nobody near my taint. My taint is my ain't. That ain't you ain't going down there.
That's-
Anything below my nuts, I will horse kick the fuck out of you.
That is
fuck with the dick
that
through
is
the
the
hole
no
in the boxes.
That's the North Korean demilitarized
Fucks with
zone.
That's what you mean? What's the reverse sharpshooter? What are you talking about? You don't know what that is? I'm cracking the fuck up.
you just reverse the sharpshooter. Just
That's it. Man.
Facts.
hello?
That's it. Okay. So
Is that what you,
Would you eat Rakishi's ass?
who?
No, but you
Me?
will be.
That is-
Asia, you're a terrible person. I hope you throw yourself back in that chair one day and that shit snap. I hope you throw yourself back and all I see is the soles of your feet one day. And I hope your evil sister come in and be like, bitch, I want my life back.
That's the evil sister child. That's a whole Pube movie waiting to happen.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Speaking of which,
That's what look, and now I got all these damn 2B directors and shit. Maybe I can.
speaking of which, we
You
can
famous
get
now.
Asia's biography, okay? 00 Asia coming soon.
Mhm.
Well, maybe look. You can get little Asia to play me. There we go.
Listen.
I know.
They already got a movie called One Night in China. Why not One Night in Asia?
Why do I like
Huh?
Just,
I feel like that exists already.
It does, but I don't want to
Okay,
tell
I
you.
was about to
Like,
say,
like wrestling fans know what One Night in China is, but I'm
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yup.
I know what that is.
Darius looked
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I'm sorry. Devil looked right at me. Was like, nigga.
Yep. I like muscle mommies. So
Anyway,
I'm gonna call Darius X-Pac from now on.
Listen, I'll ride her like a rodeo show.
Oh, not Ryder.
Ye motherfucking hell.
Like a
All right,
rodeo
Long as
show.
y'all.
it's a turn.
If y'all have not joined us on Tubi Tuesdays, we have 3 of the crew here, Asia, Curtis, and myself. Please join us every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get your snacks and come watch bad movies with us, okay? If you have missed any of our Tubi Tuesdays, you know you can always run it back. Go to Head Nurse in Charge West, all right? Also, Cardi is in the comments. We have Neo DeMaio coming up on Saturday.
Neo DeMaio?
Oh,
Negro.
You said
Negro
Neo,
DeMaio.
huh?
I'm tired, y'all. I said
Mhm.
Neo, child, like it's the Matrix. Negro DeMaio is coming up on Saturday. All right, tacos, tequila, loud and laughs. If you have not RSVP, please do so and pay for your ticket in advance so that you can save a little bit of money. All right, Carolyn will be there. Yes, yes. Get my tacos together, nigga.
Why
That's
you
the
put
only
that
reason
down?
why you excused from tonight's show. I'm very, very upset with you. Anyway, Cardi does not miss shows, and so I'm very pissed at her. Yeah,
Yeah, she on her Ike Tina.
definitely.
Ike Turner.
Also, we have our Faye Day, Black Faye Day coming up. Our spring court symposium. That's on the 11th from 12 to 4. Please, if you are familiar with Sadiq with Love, she has been on the show many, many times. All right, y'all head on over and follow her so you don't miss a thing. Come in your best Faye Day gear. You can also be a mythological creature. You don't gotta be a Faye. So come out and enjoy us. You know, let your feet touch grass, get some sunlight on your melanated skin. You also want to go to www.headnurseatcharge.com for your Kurt Kishi limited edition t-shirt, as well as all unapologetically black
I literally almost dropped you, but I didn't want Jess to cuss me out.
Anyway, you can get your
I
dingling.
had it on the butt. Jess, just know out of respect for you, I didn't do it.
You could get your dingling t-shirt. I'm waiting on mine to come. I paid for mine. I'm waiting on mine. I'm waiting for all my shit. Also, there will be unicorn merch that is coming. I am waiting for mine to come. I don't know where it's at, but I've ordered it. It's coming sometime soon. I got a lot of shit that I'm bringing to y'all. So please support the show. If you like the shenanigans and the debauchery that we bring to you every Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on all Head Nurse in Charge platforms, please give us poor struggling content creators stars. Okay? Asia, we appreciate you for the stars. You always support everyone. Definitely appreciate you. Also, thank you so much for joining us this evening for the shenanigans and the debauchery. And thank you for the illuminating stories, okay?
Seriously.
Illuminating.
I text
Look,
my
now y'all know-
supervisor to look into your look for any Jane Does
Morton's not
that
my
fits your
last name. I'm just
description.
gonna let you know. Morton's not my last name.
Listen,
The
she
more I
got
learn,
secrets. Secrets.
Oh my
Morton's
God.
not my last name. That's a last name, but I have 3.
Allegedly. Allegedly, it's
Asian
only
girl.
3. Allegedly, it's only 3. How many IDs you got? That's the real question.
was the stepmother
Huh?
based on you?
I hope so.
Ha! You know what?
You know what, Asia? You remind me of a very close friend of mine. She too had a very interesting background. Different IDs.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got mug shots?
Fellas, if you run into a woman and she has 2 driver's licenses with different names, run.
I only got
Run.
one. It just got.
She is the bear.
She is a bear.
Only got one ID?
Hold on, Carolyn called me Chris Stokes.
Ah!
Hey, Wayne, you done came in
Wayne.
all the way at the end. You're going to have to run it back, Wayne.
Seriously, it's hilarious.
Also, if it is your first time here, I hope that you come back again. I know I saw some new faces in the comments, and they said they were having a good time. So y'all make sure y'all come back. And if you want to watch any of our previous episodes, follow us on YouTube, Facebook. You can't watch it on Instagram, but still follow us there, and also follow the HNIC network so you don't miss out on any of the amazing events that we are going to be doing in the next upcoming months. This is our busy season, so we got a lot of stuff that we are going to be rolling out. All right. While you're at work, listen to us. While you cooking, watch us. If you sick of your kids and you want to zone out, put your earbuds in. All right. Get your 7 chuckles. You're always going to hear something that is going to traumatize you, but in a good way. A good way. Consider it BDSM is what I'm saying to you. All right. And before we get out of here tonight, please, Asia, let the people know where they can find you at.
You can catch me every Friday on Trivia, where I torture Kurt. But you can also catch me on Insta at Dallas Cowboys Girl 24 or on Twitch at Bad Nerd Gaming 24.
Dallas, yes, she a Dallas Cowboys girl.
Y'all.
And is.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, Jess. That's literally the best removals of the night.
That's high key.
Crazy.
Top tier.
You're a gem.
You're
a gem.
Look, we can't. I was about to say we can't even get Asia back. God damn. Devil, let the people know where they can find you.
You can find me on IG and TikTok at digital _ devil X on both TikTok and IG. And you can catch me in these digital streets at King Blackstar on all platforms. On any fighting game that you want to get your ass whooped in, just come and see me. I'll facilitate you on that. And yeah. Listen, Jeff.
Mia, I hope the fact that I am a Cowboys fan does not prevent you from coming back again.
Dame, fuck you. Dame, fuck you. Okay?
Listen.
Please come back again Thursday, 7:30 p.m.
He's going to come back in.
Okay? We can coexist, is what I'm saying. We can coexist, all right?
As long as y'all can agree.
Anybody who's filtering, please make sure y'all run it back, all right? And then King Kurt Live.
As always. Oh shit. Y'all can always check out your boy Mag Negro on all Head Nerds in Charge platforms. Make sure to follow Head Nerds in Charge on Instagram, Twitch, YouTube. A follow for us is a follow for everyone else. The #1 show on the Head Nerds in Charge network with a bullet. So I knew I was getting removed. Oh shit! All right, thank you, Jess. Yeah, I was like,
come on now.
I figured that's all right. I knew what I was getting into. As always, thank you for having me on. It was definitely a illuminating time. Pubic hairs, doo-doo, and Asia isn't real. That's what I got out of all of this.
I prefer to call you Hood Nito. Hood Negro. I don't know.
I have many aliases, almost as much as Asia.
And of course, I am at Siren by night. I don't know why I'm over here on the right. I am the head and not the tail.
Thank you, Jess.
Back to the back.
Thank you. Reverse. Skip.
I'm at Siren by Night on all platforms. I'm at Siren by Night on Facebook. I'm at Siren by Night on Instagram. I am at Siren _ by Night on TikTok. I am working on some new stuff for y'all. So please make sure that y'all follow me. I got some shorts that I'm working on where I tell some story times about shit in my life that I forgot, but I'm going to remember. I'm going to remember just for y'all. I've done a lot of things.
Me bumba clot.
Make sure you find that series.
I've done a lot of things. I've done a lot of things, and I'm going to get a nice milkshake for Huey P. shooting.
Just know, I would never ever consume anything you hand to me unless I saw it. Unless I saw it.
Hold on. I ain't got to hand
can't
it
hear
to
you.
you, but it's gonna be somebody you trust.
Huh?
It's gonna be somebody you trust.
That's why I don't trust none of these niggas.
You have consumed things I've handed to you.
I've already tested it. I dropped the drizzle in a plant to watch it die. I don't trust nothing. Arsenic cookies, nigga. I ain't stupid.
I haven't said arsenic cookies in a long time.
I don't forget.
Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway.
Drizzle.
Y'all have a good evening. And until next Thursday, don't lick no hairy buttholes.
Oh, God.
Unless that's what you into.
Asia. Yeah.
Good night, y'all.
Not bare booties. Oh.
Muff Mountain.
Your body, check it.